Hey there. Ready for another one? I am. Maybe even some games if we get enough players. Oh, you're here trolling already. Well, it wasn't scheduled in advance, so there's no late. So how can anyone take you seriously when you can't even track basic reality? Welcome, women's rights. How are you tonight? Let's look at the news. Florida's recovering from the hurricane. Trump is doing a rally. Coachella, Israel. I think Ukraine too, probably. Um, that's the news. Oh, the Sahara Desert is flooding. Wow, the first flood in half a century. Parts of the Sahara. Daniel Barry, happy Saturday to you. How are you? Do you know how streams work? Women's rights. I'm talking to whoever's listening. Well, again, that shows your grasp of reality because there's hidden viewers, there's viewers that watch later. I have hate watchers that stream to their audience, so don't be fooled by whatever numbers you're seeing on your end. That's not how audiences work. Okay, let's see. Yes, a tweet. This is from our friend Rowan, who comes on here sometimes. He says, you cannot persuade sub 95 IQ people with policies or arguments. The only thing that works on them is vibes. I would bump that a little higher. I would bump that to maybe 110 at least, maybe 120. People in the 85 to 100 IQ range are difficult because they're not intelligent enough to actually understand economic policy, but they're smart enough to pick up on when they're being patronized. They think they care about policies, when in reality they are persuaded only by vibes. But they are smart enough to realize on some level that this is bad, so they want to feel like they have principles and really care about policy, more vibes. The way to deal with these people is to hit them with vibes, but to throw in some occasional shallow or vague reference to some policies to make them feel like they're engaging with something serious. Only dive into the intricacies of policy with people who you could tell care and want to learn. Most people, like greater than 60%, give zero shits. Yeah, I think that's going to be my new policy. Only dive into intricacies with people who I can tell care and want to learn. I try to do that as it is. I just assume everybody's in that category, or more people than probably this tweet would allow for. Um, yeah, so there you go, all you dummies and Dunning-Krugers out there. You are being engineered and manipulated by the smart people, and you don't even know it. All right, let's see. What's hate watching? You know what hate watching is because it's what y'all do with you know who and what you come to do to me sometimes. I have people that I am their content. Like they have entire YouTube channels set up, and my show is their content, and they stream it to their audience and they comment on it while it's playing. That's what I mean by hate watching. Yeah, well, you have a Mensa person right here. The minimum is 130 to get into Mensa, but often the members are even higher than that. And this is the real thing that I'm here for. If we have enough players, I'd like to get some more games going. We have Avalon, which is like a werewolf mafia hidden trader type game. If somebody has a Monopoly board and wants to be an impartial game host, we could do Powers Monopoly. There's some Steam games, some co-op games that might be fun. The We Were Here series comes to mind. We have Jackbox. They have all kind of games. They have a whole collection of games. Oh, well, Somehow I don't mind. I don't so much mind you hate watching ICB. I guess I should say hi to all of my hate watchers out there. If I'm being streamed, why hate watch so remotely? Come over here and hang out. Watch live in person. Get the full experience. The full Outliers experience. All right, let's see. That's all I have, except I may have something in the AI. I talked to it throughout the week. Oh yeah, I was doing that liberatory design stuff. It's so done. DEI is, speaking of low IQ and brains. Oh, good. I'm glad you have something on to entertain you then. Hey, Sasquatch, how are you doing? How is your situation? Heteronormativity in politics. What is that? What is heteronormativity in a political context? How did I end up talking about this? Heteronormativity refers to the assumption or belief that heterosexual relationships and traditional gender roles are the default, preferred, or superior mode of sexual orientation, gender, blah, blah, blah. You can't war against an idea or a concept. Or you can try to. Like, you can't long term war against it. You have to war against individuals. Individual acts. Acts by individuals. Not vibes. How did I? How did I? Um, I did it cautiously. How did I? How did you? I did it with flair and style and pizzazz. I did it elegantly. Probably not. I don't know. I don't know how I did me. Um, I never did. See, that's your own projection. You keep telling on yourself women's rights. I never once said that. So that's what people that are not in Mensa think. That's why you're like I said, you're tipping your own self off. Me or the commenters? Um, I don't mean to be funny, honestly. In fact, I'm trying to be the world's least funny comedian. That's my goal. I was inspired by Baby Reindeer. I figure I could be at least not as funny as he wasn't. I don't. Does anyone in this day and age think heterosexuality is the norm. It's the statistical norm. I don't think that's heteronormativity. Um, Gender is binary and aligns with one's biological sex. I do believe it's binary. The polarities are the two poles are male and female. That seems like a binary to me. There's no third gender. That's not a blend of those two things. Traditional gender roles are ideal or expected. So what? This is what you have. You know what? Traditional gender roles work for like 98% of the human race. Let's see. Do you remember what utterances you just spoke? Yes, I do, in fact. I was the publicity coordinator for Mensa um, for a year. I was only in it for a year. Um, I didn't. It wasn't what I was looking for. They were. I won't talk bad about them. It was just not my crowd. It was a very particular type of nerd. Hey Joe, speaking of, what's up?
Hey, I'm a very particular type of nerd. That's true.
Yes, me too.
I mean, look, I've
So
got
we
my
are
my
you still on the
Gryffindor cup.
YouTube?
Um,
Yeah.
what what does that mean?
Um, you're one of us. Just like just
Oh,
like we said you'd be.
uh, oh yeah. Yeah, I did stream today. I decided to do sort of an impromptu kind of not my main stream series, but just kind of where I sit and just chat with folks with whatever they got on their mind. Where it's like the stuff we did was more focused, right? Um, and then I did another one on my own about Floridian insurance because of Mr. B. But I was basically just doing some work and sort of streamed while I was looking up an investment. And
Panel
then
addiction.
I talked with Not Laws and
I saw that. That was like your
Sean Kelly.
one reliable audience.
And then one of my friends dropped in very quickly and said that I was being based. So
That you were what?
based,
Oh,
BASED. Yeah.
based.
Yeah. So it's
Women's
been
rights.
yeah.
I don't know what this means. Like none of these are contradictory. None of these contradict each other. You can have all of these. You can have a gender binary, bisexual people, and trans people, and still all exist within the polarity of male and female. What's the third pole? Like dinosaur, male, female, and dinosaur. There's only two. There's two gametes. I wouldn't
It's
say
an
I was
interesting
too
game.
smart or too good. I would say it was not the crowd I'm looking for, which is the case with most groups up here in the Pacific Northwest. I don't keep saying it. You brought it up, in fact. So, idiots are abound. I want that on a T-shirt.
Yeah, trademark that.
I have a whole list of T-shirt slogans I'm collecting.
Oh, okay. If you can make money doing that, you never know. You do a slogan
Somebody
and
wants
then
to help
like
me do that and take their cut. I'm available to whore myself out. Let's see. Idiots are abound. There we go. Yeah, but I brought up Mensa because you brought up smart IQ and all that. So it was a high IQ society, so it was natural to bring it up. You said you were looking for people with high IQ. See, this
Mhm.
is a troll, women. You're not very
Yeah.
good at it. So I will only indulge low tier trolling until it ceases to amuse me, or I
Why
have
the
more interesting guests.
why the username women's rights? Because I don't think I've seen you say a whole lot about women's rights.
Okay, and they're gaslighting. Because here's the comment right there where you bring up IQ. So you lying, gaslighting, bitch troll motherfucker.
Ooh, spicy Jeff.
See,
Okay,
this is what
this
they
is
do. They flat out lie. They just absolutely deny reality.
let's get Cajun up in here. Taste that spice.
Spicy.
Are you spicier as a Cajun or spicier as a gay?
It's hard to tell because I have the Nero spice, I have the
Hmm.
Cajun spice, I have the satanic spice.
It's true. Yeah, yeah.
Like all
Autistics
of
can
I have
be
many. I have a whole
spicy
spice rack.
because Elon's pretty spicy, so you can
So
be
it
spicy.
could come from anywhere, any of those things, and
The
that's the
spice
issue with me. I
trifecta.
never know which identity is marginalizing me. It changes. It's Schrodinger's marginalization.
You know, it's interesting. If I were to write it, I would spell it like women's rights, like this
You can go back and watch the stream. So you're admitting you brought it up. Okay, good.
or like that. I would put the
Hey,
apostrophe
women's
before the
rights. You
S.
can come up if you want and talk to me to my face. Look, here's the link.
Is it women's rights of women? I think she said that one time. I'm not sure.
I don't know. Do trolls have genders?
Oh, there's
Probably.
somebody on the other
They
side
certainly
somewhere.
spawn.
Although I was saying before that there are no women on panels, so um,
Hey, Mr. B.
hey, Mr.
Well,
B.
Shameless was on today, and Kane hopped up on
Yeah,
Canes,
it's true. Kane and Shameless.
and there's been
Kane was
plenty of
probably up
women on
there
my
because of me.
panels. That's what I encourage everybody to do is go back and watch. No, you're not. In fact, I get the money. This I was like giving you a free chance to come up. and do a little bit of drama, if because that's what it seems like you're here to do.
Yeah, you got a good deal there, women's rights. Mr. B, I did a more casual stream earlier today,
Here, let me
um,
post that for him.
and I was talking to some of the usual suspects from here who decided to check in,
And I
and
think Kane is still streaming. He's almost at the 12-hour mark.
he's been streaming all day. Yeah, I was on his stream earlier today. I took today to just kind of take it easy and be like, let me just sort of, you know, stick my head in a couple of things. So I'll do Jeff's. I'll check out Kane's. I'll sort of just throw mine up and see what happens.
That is life in the Panelverse. I've
I
posted
got a good
it.
walk in
I have a
today.
feeling this is Liliana. If I had to call it, I would say this is Liliana. Probably the same person as the
And I reached
umbrella
a new
lady.
milestone on pull-ups. I did 5
And you
proper
touch
pull-ups in
grass a
one
little
go.
bit.
Yeah, I went out. I went on a walk to get some groceries earlier today, and then I went on another walk around the trails in the afternoon.
Mm.
Yeah,
All very healthy sounding.
and then I touched some grass not too long ago, trying to spray crickets around my door.
How is life in the outer world, in the surface world?
Are you asking me or the chat?
You. I don't care about
Oh,
what
me.
women's rights has to say about life.
Um, well, I mean the it's nice and cool now with the fall. So
Oh,
the
yeah.
walks are a bit more pleasant. I don't feel like I'm being burned when I go out.
Do y'all get the colors?
Oh, we get the colors, especially in Chapel Hill. Um, I worked as forklift. Okay, moving all the wreckage
The
of
debris? Yeah, how did you make
mitten.
out, Mr. B? Oh, you went for 3.5 hours?
Yeah, I spent like the first hour or so researching a stock and like sharing my screen as I was like kind of showing like how I do my process for writing articles.
Uh,
Yeah.
did you get an article written live?
I started it. I worked on it, but I mostly just looked at the key information and then I'll finish writing it tomorrow morning. I only need to have it up by Monday. It's not going to publish tomorrow if I send it. So, um, and then I just sort of talked about general questions that Not Laws and Sean Kelly were asking me.
Hmm.
Um,
About stocks or
and
just life
yeah, and then
stuff?
well, it would be about stocks, but then of course they would like say, be like, oh, the company should do it like this, and I'd be like,
Hmm.
yeah, maybe. And then they're actually I think kind of they learned a bit more about why I have the political stances that I do, or rather the lack of political stances that I do, like why I'm a non-voter. Um, because Sean Kelly in particular thought I was a Trump supporter, and I had to clarify for him that I'm not. Um, and then they learned I don't think they knew they learned that more about my extensive history as an active Democrat.
Mm.
So I think they were kind of surprised by it, but probably they understand more about
Yeah,
where I'm coming from.
because that's like I think you are going to be lumped in with the Trump supporters, just like
Yeah,
Jack Darko is lumped in with the progressives, and he is very vehement that he's not a progressive. He don't associate them with him, but then when he talks, his rhetoric is all the talking points I hear from the progressives. And you're not a Trump supporter, but everything you say is the same thing the Trump supporters are saying lately.
yeah, I reach a lot of similar conclusions. Like I have no love for Harris, but I don't actually come out and say like I don't talk up Trump a lot. I'll talk about the things I think he did well while he was president, but um, there are reasons I didn't support him before.
Yeah, I don't talk him up a lot either, but I definitely have issues with
Yeah.
Harris.
And to the extent that I see anything positive about his candidacy right now, it's more about the people with him than that he's bringing on board this time than anything to him. I think if it were just him, it would be, a different story.
Everybody's
Uh,
using him, and he's trying to use everybody else. So it's
yeah.
mutual
So, um, but
mutual
yeah, it's
self interest.
I told them that if I were the emperor of the United States, I would, basically be like FDR. I would run like a New Deal type of policy. And then I said, but I'm not the emperor of the United States, so it doesn't really matter what I
Yeah,
would
we don't
do.
have emperors. We don't even have kings.
Yeah, yeah,
Not that
um,
kind of place.
exactly.
Well, maybe if some people show up, we can get some more games going.
Maybe. Yeah, another Monopoly night would be interesting. Maybe I should be the one
I'm
to
doing
play
powers
Monopoly.
Monopoly. There's no way I could play a normal game of Monopoly. I need to have powers because that's empowering and it gives each player an extra advantage that they can leverage to try to give them a unique
That's fine.
edge.
You
And I
can add
think
a
that's
gimmick.
important for people to have. It reflects people's individuality and unique talents.
Yeah, I
We're
think
not
the
nameless, faceless NPCs trapped in a capitalistic universe.
yeah the normal version just I guess with how last night's game went, just kind of encourage people to sort of sit there with their arms crossed for most of the game and be like, "No, I'm not giving this up." And then, but also, why
I
am I falling
tried,
behind?
but they
You
were
did
not
try.
dealing.
Yeah, just it's. And I will tell you something.
And the one
And
person that dealed, you said was the bad deal, was Spike,
yeah,
giving him that property. But I got something out of it too.
mhm. But yeah, it's a common thing that I've seen in YouTube streams of Monopoly, where the players will be just they will clutch their pearls for most of the game. The players who trade end up being the ones who win usually. Now, so Spike traded right, and he won. Um,
Well,
me and
no,
Mr. Solo
technically we
traded.
don't. There was no. We don't know the winner.
In my head, Spike won, so that's
Okay,
just
well
how I
that's
see
that's a reality, a possible reality.
it. In my head, Spike won, and trans women are women.
Well, depends on the context. There's multiple categories of women. That's the issue, as with most words.
Oh, hey, Spike, how you doing, buddy? The
I agree,
our
Mr. B.
champion,
I would support that. I would. We'd probably pay more for it, but I would support that.
Mr. B.
It's
Were you there?
it was a game. We ran up into a game limitation. It wasn't really anybody's fault. It's the system. It was just
Mi-
broken.
Mr. B, I don't remember seeing you last night. Were you there?
No, I think it's more a comment on Spike. We're talking about Monopoly, and I'm talking about how poorly I did. So I don't know what this affirmation you hear it is, but y'all are delusional anyway. So just do your thing. I don't think one of you. I don't think a single one of you have gotten reality right yet, or are very much aware of your own actions and beliefs.
Yeah, and then Leggy lost by attrition. He just fell asleep. Those
Yeah.
office jobs, man, they wear you down. He couldn't keep the business going.
Yeah,
Imagine
it's a
falling
BK
asleep.
crown. Yes. You Well, this is not Kane's earlier. This is Jeff's now. So what does that have to do with anything? See, you're trying to bring drama. Here, let me give you a little. Take a break from your own drama.
That's right. Drama tax.
And honestly, Spike, he really didn't do anything. He played accurately. I mean, he played legitimately.
I think Pot Spike played a very straight game that time.
Yeah, perhaps.
Yeah.
And he may have even won. We just never know.
Schrodinger's victory. It
Well,
may or may not have
in my
occurred.
mind, I'll have to go back. We agreed to end the game. I don't know that we necessarily definitively determined. I know I was on record saying there's no way to determine a winner.
If I had to testify in court, I would say Spike won.
I would appeal.
Yeah,
I think I could.
lawfare.
I would have. I could make a case for appeal.
Yeah, I agree. Leggy passing out probably did not help. He could have maybe made some deals that could have tilted the situation in the end. But I will say, Spike, is you did bankrupt Vinny fair and square, and you had a lot of good stuff then. So like it was difficult to imagine you losing, but it was easy to imagine Jeff and Leggy losing.
Because he had to go back on his deal in order to win.
Yeah.
So that's not. He's right. That's not a pure win. So what Steam games do you have?
What do I have? I don't have a lot. I have Age of Empires 2, Amnesia, The Dark Descent, Don't Starve Together, Final Fantasy 7, and that is the original Final Fantasy 7. Hearts of Iron 4, Metro 2033, Monopoly, of course, Sid Meier's Civilization 5, Total War Napoleon, Undertale, Valheim, and VR Chat. And some people have like 200 games on Steam. They could have, but Leggy was like unusually unwilling to trade for a guy who had like no decisive properties. He had three railroads and both utilities, and he got them pretty early too, except for the third railroad. So he had decent cash flow. And he was quickly able to get back to up to his original cash amount. He had so much room to work with it. Yeah, not laws. That's lots of games. Mr. B. Jeff Joe, can the U.S. still be a superpower if we depend on China or others for everyday products if we don't make
Well,
things like shoes and pots and pans?
it can't. It can unless you change the definition of superpower to include dependence, like interdependence on other countries. Does that negate? Is superpower like solely self-sufficient? That's not what. That's not anything I would include in the definition.
Yeah.
Not laws. How do you have a life? You're in every stream, every chat room. You have 275 games that you play. How no human has the amount of time that you have
I could
to
not
do all
spend that
this.
much money on games. Like that would just I would feel like there are no games that are that like buying that many games isn't worth it. He says he's on vacation. You know,
You've
he's
been
what
for
got
how
a
long?
I think he's got like another week.
Oh my! It's still he's been here 6 months at least.
I mean, I haven't even been here. I've been active here for what, maybe 3 weeks, maybe a little bit less.
Yeah, it seems like a couple of weeks.
It's like I
Y'all don't
never
actually
left.
play all those games.
I barely play as many games as I should. I should play Call of Duty Warzone more often with my buddy. That's actually pretty fun when it goes well. Hmm. So, how did Spike become a mod? Is he like, he's like, hey Jeff, can I be a mod? And you're like, sure,
I think he was nominated. I
by the
think other
people.
people said Spike would make a good mod
Oh,
because
see,
he's
true
he's very
democracy.
well trusted by all the different factions.
That's why he won Monopoly. He
But
was
I don't
trusted.
know how good of a mod he is because he like it's hard for someone like that to put them in a position where they have to mod their friends.
That's right. You got to beat your friends with a wrench.
Yeah.
Is that what the wrench represents? Beating someone with a wrench, or is it like
And
being?
when he's on panel, the mods don't have to mod when they're on panel.
Oh, okay.
I don't know how they chose the wrench. Like they have access to extra behind the scenes settings that they can fiddle with. That would not that wouldn't be the first icon that came to me.
When Jeff does like to ask AI, I kind of agree with you, Mr. B, that self sufficiency would be an important part of that.
Well, no
Uh,
country is self-sufficient. So that's what I'm
yeah.
saying. You're just playing word games at this point. You're not talking about anything real or
Ooh,
practical.
word games. That's fun.
It's a sovereign state or supranational union that holds a dominant position. That's what I would use. Dominant, not in complete independence or self-sufficiency, but dominance. So we're already like we have two different concepts of superpower already right off the start. You have a more idealized Platonic version of superpower, and I have a more pragmatic, real world, Aristotelian, empirical version of practical version of what superpower is.
It's because he's Gen X.
Maybe so. We were the Aristotelian generation, and then millennials became the Platonic generation, which is the Matrix.
Exactly.
We were more about gritty realism and not naive idealism.
And then Gen Z is going to be the Socratic generation, where they just make a bunch of stubborn arguments their whole lives to feel smart.
We're pretty much living in it, except they're not good at it. I wish it were
Yeah.
Socratic.
Yeah, it's not really an exam in life. It's more this is the thing about Socrates is, was he really living an exam in life, or was he just pretending to prove how smart he was and make people feel stupid, right?
I
Um,
guess that's for the readers to decide. And
yeah, we can't go back and know.
well, we have the dialogues. We don't have actual Socrates anyway. We just have it
Yeah,
through the works of
we
other
have
authors, same as Jesus.
yeah, we have it mainly through Plato.
So he's really a literary character, and so the reader can decide for himself. And most
Yes.
people feel that he sets the standard for examination. So it could be a master troll. Like he could be
And maybe that's why the Athenians killed him, because back then, if you were really annoying, people would just kill you.
that. I don't think you
Um,
have to be an Athenian for that to hold true. I think any group will kill its antagonist, people that threaten the social order.
yeah, so was he really annoying, or were they anti-intellectual? Right? That's basically both of those threaten the social order, but like
You,
which
you
was the
couldn't
one?
you couldn't possibly make the argument that the society that developed rationalism was anti-intellectual.
Well, they developed rationalism like in the wake of Socratic philosophy and stuff, you know. Um, so
I mean, it emerged from there and no other society, and their language had a lot to do with it. There's unique features of the Greek language that kind of allowed that type of thinking to develop in the
oh,
first place. And so it's hard to separate rationalism from Greek culture itself.
those good old Greeks, whatever happened to them? They just never really bounced back after Rome conquered them.
Well, culturally, they conquered Rome. They conquered
You
everything.
could say that.
They
And
conquered
that was,
us.
that was controversial at the time. Like rising like Roman youth, like politicians and generals even, like would wear their toga in the Greek style instead of the Roman style, and the old school Romans be like, "We're losing our ways. I can't take this. Rome used to be great. Make Rome great again."
Yeah, Rome could never compete with Greece.
Culturally,
Greece
anyway.
Greece had Homer, Rome had Virgil, which was actually more influential than Homer for culturally. Homer was
Yeah.
lost for a while too. They didn't even have the original Homer. All they had was Virgil.
Somebody's named I Want to Play Monopoly said, "Yo, I don't think Monopoly's happening again."
Well, Powers Monopoly will if we get what five or so people and a Monopoly board because I'm not playing with that janky
Well, I
app
mean
game.
tonight.
It can happen tonight if the right amount of people that show up they want to do it
Well, do you
and
have
have a
the
Monopoly
means for
board.
it? Oh, okay.
We
If the
don't have
people
one
are,
here.
yeah, yeah, I'll need to be back at my sister's house before I can get my board back. Do I have another board? Actually, I
I don't
might.
know. That's a. This is an abstract. This is a thought. This conversation's hard for me because it doesn't apply to anything in the real world. This is like an ought. This is like Plato's Republic. You're creating a fantasy ideal society. I think it's good for countries to have as much control over the computers that operate its
Right?
weapons as possible. That seems pragmatic to me. Whether that requires classify them as superpower or not is much less interesting to me of a question. I care that we
Demo-
have good weapons and good computers to run them. I don't care if it technically makes us a superpower or not. That seems like such a weird point to focus on. Hello, Lollipop. This has got to be fake, Mike. He's probably getting blocked.
Fake Mike, so not real Mike.
Yeah, they have some fake mic. You can assume any. Oh, it is Mike. It is the real Mike. You can
Okay.
assume that anybody on panel has some kind of alternate stalker account imitating them. So don't ever assume that the person you're talking to is always that person.
Oh man, nothing like questioning reality, huh?
Hey, Goblin. In fact, that's how the drama in this community started. Once was a troll impersonating somebody, and me thinking it was that person and going off on them.
Oh, they got you.
But it turned out this is how good that troll was. They had this person's psychology pegged to a T, because when the person finally got it all, it turns out that they did think exactly what the troll was representing them as thinking. So it might as well have been the real person because they agreed with everything the troll said. They were just upset that I was reacting to the troll and not them.
It's rich. That is rich. What great character research for the role.
All right, bye drama. Not tonight. This is not. Do you see Mike on this panel? I'm blocking Mike comments, and then I'm ban. You get one warning. If I see Mike's name in the chat, you're getting timed out. If you do it again, you're permanently banned. Knock that shit off. We weren't talking about Mike. Mike's not on the fucking panel. This is not your personal channel to work out your mental illness about Mike. Fuck you. Go ahead.
What was I
And
saying?
Barbara Knight, you're on your way out too. I know you're a fucking troll.
Um, who else has been commenting? um, so Mr. B said that is true. China does depend on us somewhat, mainly for buying their crap. Yep. Give micromancer and you'll know it is him.
Right, we're all interdependent. I don't like if not being interdependent is what it requires for PS. There's no superpowers. Like, but this is word games. This is not a conversation about anything concrete.
Yeah, it's I mean, China also benefits from our trade, right? Like so it's like, if China screws with us, they're screwing with themselves. But when you said like computer gear, like what did you mean? Like the fact that the iPhones are made in China or that um the wafers for semiconductors are made in Taiwan primarily?
Mike, was that you in the chat?
I was not me. That was not me.
Because it's coming up as your YouTube name.
Was it
Here,
those?
type your name in the back, and then I'll tell you what this name says.
Yeah, because I did say something in there, but I didn't. There's a bunch of different ones. It's crazy how there's so many different
It's
accounts.
interesting because you can't click on the names to like make the
Well, on
Yeah.
YouTube you can't. If you have a wrench, you can on YouTube.
Well, that's me.
Oh,
That's
okay.
me. I just put in the backstage, but that's actually me. But no, there are
Well, no, I mean
people that.
type your YouTube name, and then I'll tell you the name that was on the channel.
Shoot. Let me go back in there.
Because it could be that they're like changing one little character or something.
Yeah, they're changing them. They do. I know who it
RGB.
is. I'm not going to say. I'm not going to say it online, but I know who it is.
That normally hasn't stopped you. Can you type it in the back?
Give me 1 second. No, but I got to the
Because
bottom.
nobody new that comes on can see the previous chat, so I think it'll be safe.
Yeah, yeah. Give me 1 second. I'm having a hard time right now. I have a headache. Um, but no, that shoot. Give me 1 second. I know who it is. I know exactly who it is.
What is that? You sound like a TV.
There it is. There it is. So yeah. So here you go. This is the person that's following me. Remember the whole Conway Twitty argument.
Yeah.
Hello, Doug.
Oh, yeah. Okay. That
Yeah,
person.
that's the person who's doing it. That's the
Yeah, I've
person.
seen them stalk you before.
Yeah, that's the person. So yeah, I'll leave it there. And yeah. So what's going on, man? What's up?
We were talking about superpowers, whether China whether the U.S. is a superpower because we depend on China.
So what is your superpower? You and Joe, what is your superpower? Or like what do you excel
Oh,
at?
like if this were our Panelverse game, and we were making
Yes.
superpowers for the different
Yes.
panelists. Um,
This is getting into like the game design. Like, what
well,
power would I have? And
Moose had this idea for a panel game, and there's another guy named OTW that actually is creating a collectible card game that you play live on the Panelverse, and you pay super chats to play certain cards, and they're going to be based on the different panelists, and the panelists will play live, and the chat will use these cards to move the game along.
so
And
remember what my power
Moose
would
had
be
an
in.
idea of doing something
Oh,
similar here, and each panelist, like you would have a card with a set of superpowers, I would have a card with a set of superpowers, etc. And it would be some power to affect the panel. So like somebody with the Joe card would have the power to affect the panel in a very unique way, similar to how Joe interacts on the panels in real life. So it would reflect
So,
something about you.
so
okay.
Joe, would your superpower be like manipulating skanky women? That'd be your superpower.
Um, I don't know if I've ever accomplished that, so probably not.
Jeff, would it be
Yours would probably
skanky?
be something related to stocks or games or something. Like you could come in and
Jeff,
organize panel
Jeff,
activity and gamify it.
Jeff, would your be superpower be skanking men? Would it flip the switch? What do you think? Look at him
Well,
thinking about it. Look.
I'm the panel tyrant, so it would probably be the power of like the hammer. I could kick someone off. I have the power to kick.
You know, I tell
I'm
you,
the
Jeff.
only one that would actually have that power, so that would almost have to be mine by default.
Yes, Jeff, you're a good guy, but like you're very devious. I mean, you're a devious guy. You hide it well. You're very.
What do I do that's devious?
I mean, I don't know. Like you could manipulate young men into like very nefarious acts. Like young men isn't over 18. No one's talking about anything weird.
Well,
But
no,
like,
this is weird. Like what?
like
Where are you getting this from? Is this a
because you
troll?
have a because you know no you have an ability to influence people. You do. You have a
Oh,
really good. Good.
I wish I did. I wouldn't be.
You know you do. You have this way of you have a way about you. You have a way to influence people, and
Well,
it's a
I
gift.
wish I were aware of that because I feel like I'd be a lot more successful.
Well, you can be if you realize it.
Yeah,
If you
I don't.
realize what you have in action.
I feel that way
Because
about you. Like you have the ability to monetize your reputation.
okay, Jeff, let me tell you something. I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to be very, very. I'm not trying to be like agmatic or anything like that. If I want to, if I chose to, turn it up to another notch, and be that agmatic person, I can.
What
But I
kind of
don't
person?
agmatic. In other words, like larger than life. In other words, like be like a YouTube star. Like look at me, everyone.
You don't.
Look.
Do you
Oh,
think you come close as it is,
I
or at
am.
least in a lot of people's minds, it seems like you are.
I'm beyond it. I'm beyond it. Like if I chose to go that route, I can go that route. But I don't want to because when you go that route comes the spoils of war. It comes all that negativity that you have to deal with. In other words, you may get fame, you may get fortune, you may get positivity in the short term, but then you get all the negativity that comes with it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but that's for me to manage, and I do. And
But
sometimes it
I'm
comes
saying
through you. I'm not gonna
well,
lie.
I'm
Hey,
saying
Spike.
for me, if I was to open a channel and take on all
Oh yeah,
that,
you wouldn't be able to run a panel. Like there,
that's what I'm.
you should
That's what
try it
I'm.
one day. Just like experiment running a panel and see what happens to YouTube. It might
So,
crash the whole algorithm.
Yeah, but what I'm
As
saying
people
is
rush to your channel to troll you.
they can't help themselves. They're tripping over their own feet. I've never seen anything like it.
Yeah, but
And
it's both sides. You all do it. That's why it's called circular trolling. Every one of
yes,
you do it to each other. And then you
what
all
did
come and try to pretend like you're the one it's being done to, and you're somehow not participating in it as well.
what did I invent? I invented the circular troll. The circular troll.
You've
You
created a whole
go,
army, and it's turning on you.
but remember, I created the circular troll. Like you take them in a circle, and then they can't stop because they're in a tornado and they can't
Right.
stop
But
the
here's
circular
the
troll.
thing. I've had
Yeah,
enough of it for today. I don't want any of it tonight. I'm circular trolled out. So whatever
you're
Joe and
good.
Spike want to talk about, I'm going to give them the
You're
priority.
good. You're good. You're good.
Is that delusions of grandeur?
Or Cap
Delusions,
Gut.
delusions of grandeur. No, it's not those just
All right,
grandeur.
Jeff.
It's not. It's not.
Hey,
What's up,
Spike.
Cap Gun?
What's going on,
Hey,
Spike?
Cap.
How you doing, Jeff?
What's up? How are you?
Oh, I'm all right. Just long fucking day.
Oh, everything okay?
Oh yeah, it's just a long day.
Just long.
Yeah.
Kings have been going live.
Well,
for like
welcome. We're just
15
hanging out. We
hours.
might play games if we get enough people.
Oh,
What were you playing? Were you playing Monopoly?
Well, we need someone with a board that can actually move the pieces around because we get too creative with it for the game. For the actual like programmed games, they don't program our creativity into it. Well, Barbara, go to another channel then.
Yeah, she was over. She was over.
Nap. Not you either.
No, no, she's
Nah,
over.
not Mike. I don't care. I
That's
don't
why
care. I'm telling
that's
her to
why
go to another channel. It doesn't require commentary from anybody.
yeah, that's why I pinged Spike about it, like just so he could wrench the people who are talking about it,
Oh, I
or
put in your.
use the wrench on them.
I did the mod work for you. I was able to figure out. I was able to figure out the mystery.
Spike, what's up? What's up, Spike?
What up?
What's up? What's up?
I missed a lot on YouTube today. It looks like it's been pretty wild.
Yo, it's
What
been.
did was it? It seemed like a normal drama day to me.
No,
Well, it's
no,
been-
no, Jeff. It's been wild, bro.
What was the wildest part of today? Because it all looked normal.
Well, people are going crazy, man. They're.
Well, I know, but leaving the circular trolling aside, what
All right,
give me one
so
highlight that made this day stand out.
people are trying their hardest to like.
No, just something specific.
I'm trying. I'm trying to tell you. People are trying to trigger people to get people to react. To certain things,
Mhm.
and some people fall for it, some people don't. And I think that anybody listening, I think
No,
Joe.
no. Mike, I might have to leave you off the panel tonight. Or I tell you what, pay your $5. You can come back on for a do-over. I'm trying to make the conversation go in a certain direction, and this topic is preventing that. So I have to get this topic off of the channel, and anybody that contributes to keeping the topic going, I have to get off of the panel. Tonight, that happens to be you. If you want another try, I'll do it for $5. Or someone else could pay Mike's $5 to get him back on if you want it that bad.
Can you read the back chat? Because that's exactly what I'm trying to do. I don't want to broadcast anything, but
Oh yeah, I read it. I'm not. But I'm Spike. I moved on from that long
I
time ago.
got you.
It's. I know
You
what's
know
up.
me. I think I'm gonna change my name to Keep It Real. I'm just an honesty freak. I just have to.
But then
no,
people,
you gotta keep
then if
Spike.
you don't live up to that 100% of the time, then it becomes a ironic name.
It does.
Like it's so easy to turn that name from truth to irony.
Spike's good. You gotta keep that.
So,
Spike's
Cap, did you hear
okay.
Tonic trolling me last night about being
Tommy?
Tonic? He was trolling me for being a music channel. He's like, "It's boring. You're just playing music," and I'm like, "Well, I'm a radio show. I do music."
Does anyone take him seriously?
Oh, I don't know. No, I didn't. No, I don't.
He
I
just
think
does the
trying-
show.
Yeah, he was light trolling.
He's like a little brother to me.
Yeah, he seems like
Yeah.
a little. Oh, okay. Yeah, he seems like a little troll monster that
I
with
love
not
the
much
guy.
substance to him.
I love the guy. I've known him for
Oh,
several
okay.
years.
Well,
But
he's.
no,
I haven't had. I haven't had positive experiences of him on this channel.
I don't know what he was doing that for, to be honest. I thought that
Probably virtue signaling.
I don't think he's doing anything. He doesn't. I don't think he has any problem with you, obviously. But I don't know. I have to find out about the music. He's
Is
really big
Liliana
into music
considered
right now,
attractive?
compared to
Is
what?
she the motivation for like why all these people are trying to signal that they're down with whatever she's into?
I really don't know her.
I don't either.
I've never seen her, so I couldn't tell you that.
Because I know, like a lot of times when there's drama or trolling, there's a woman at the center of the store somewhere. There's Dutchie, there's Liliana, and there's little trolls that cluster around them, usually male. And I just wonder, because I don't always pick up on the heterosexual elements. I wonder if there's like some female male thing going on with all this trolling.
You just picked up when I was flirting with Shameless and Connick.
I did. I was surprised. Like I was proud of myself that I actually caught that. Because it was
My
really
pleasure.
obvious. I could tell that the conversation was being limited to only those people. And as a facilitator, I try to incorporate as much of the conversation and chat as I'm very inclusive. And I was noticing how difficult it was to be inclusive that day. And that's what made it stand out. I don't think I would have caught it otherwise.
Was that
Oh,
this
just
morning?
Oh no, a couple
was-
of days ago.
Oh.
yeah, yesterday and the day before, I think. No. Yeah.
Do you have a
Joe
Hawaiian
talking to
dance?
women.
I've never seen it.
Ooh.
No, I haven't either.
Oh.
So that's
Mike,
Yes.
take a break tonight.
No, I think that's the fake mic.
It's not. It's the same Mike that was just on this panel.
Okay.
Sorry to say, yeah, Spike did his research.
I'm a good soldier. I just do as I'm told.
so. How was your day, Jeff? What did you do?
It was okay. It was a day in the Panelverse. Had a good stream earlier.
Oh,
Then I
good.
took a nap and woke up really sleepy. I'm still kind of sleepy.
Like afterwards, really? You usually feel pretty.
Yeah, and so I
Started
started
nap.
this in the hopes that we might get some games going
And that
Oh.
or
sucked
good
the life out of you.
conversation.
Oh, that's why I came up here, because I wanted to defend my my cardboard crown. You guys are all smack talking me. You're trolling
No,
me.
no, no. It's not your fault. I don't consider it your fault at all. It's
I'm just
strictly
kidding.
the game.
All right,
It's a
so
game
Spike-
limitation.
I
Like,
think I
hold
know
your-
why I won.
You did.
Hold your head up to the monitor, okay? And I'm gonna crown you with this invisible crown, okay?
Dun,
Hang on, let me put-
dun, dun.
Jeff, you want a sure bet?
Okay.
You want a like a moneymaker? Sure thing.
Hmm.
I'm open to ideas.
Can I
That,
get it?
The
that
Hawaiian dance.
Lucifer, yeah, the Lucifer Night Star guy. I will bet that person will not come up here. I don't know. who the
I
fuck it
believe
is.
you. That's
mean,
why I wouldn't
honestly
take the
don't know.
bet because you're probably right. You know.
I
him better than
honestly
do.
do not. No, I don't. That's the thing. I don't know him any more than you do.
Oh.
Lucifer is
Okay, if drama is this, if this is like digital gold or digital oil, how can we become fucking million? Let's do this. We have some of the brightest minds on YouTube right here. Why can't we
Wow, that's a
master this drama and
How
ride
can you,
it to the?
How can you drill for it? How can you be the Daniel Plainview of the?
Yeah.
But we do the whole like you do the whole like we diffuse drama here, so it's like it's
Right,
kind of
this
hard
is
to
the
make money
drama
off the
sanctuary,
drama.
but we could contain it. Like we do have drama court, which has never been tested yet. Cap gun.
Yeah, dude. They all say that.
Did
but
you?
they said
You didn't
it's-
give an amount, did you?
No, I didn't. I just said I'll bet.
Lucifer,
What?
you should have waited till he gave an amount. Welcome.
Hey,
Is
what's
that
up?
you?
Yeah, that's me. What's up?
All right, here he is.
Holy smokes! Lucy in the
What's up?
house.
What's up? Where are you? Where are you taking us?
Driving
That's a
around Las Vegas.
Oh, that's Vegas. I was about to say that looks like Vegas. Fuck! I used to live in Vegas. Let me
this is a
see.
this is a first, Jeff. This is
Okay, I
Wow.
can't look at this too much because I'm gonna get overcome by nostalgia. And
I was about to
Capcom.
ask, is that triggering nostalgia? Why don't you go back to Vegas? There's
because
a
there's
lot of
too
people who
much.
do.
That's where all the memories are. I've thought about that many times.
all right.
I
Oh,
So
left it under
trauma
very
response or something?
unhappy
you apparently
circumstances.
know me. So who are you? Because I have no idea who you are.
What's
Lucy
this
knows
Hold on
Hawaiian
one
everything.
second.
dance?
Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second.
All right.
Capgun. I don't know what
You
you
could go
did.
back to Vegas and make positive
Uh,
memories.
Yeah, but there's no guarantee. That's the thing about Vegas.
They should be breaking the internet.
And the whole reason I was able to do Vegas at all is because I had such a close,
how long were you there for?
trusting partner. I would not try to do it alone. But it's like Vegas is like live panelverse. Vegas politics is like panelverse politics. And I had that one person that I could trust that I could form the partnership necessary to survive that kind of environment.
How long were you there for?
About 8 years.
Oh shit! So you were.
I lived there for a year, moved away for a year, and then came back for 7 more years.
Oh, okay. Shit, that's quite a long time. It's quite a while.
Yeah,
It's a little
I
piece of
consider it
time.
home. That was the best place I've ever lived. My favorite city. I would be there now if
Wow.
my circumstances hadn't changed.
What part of Vegas did you live in?
I was 1 block from the Liberace Museum, off the strip, off of Tropicana.
Okay.
Mm. I'm
How
just
many
really
Vegas is all
familiar.
Elvis
suburbs, so
impersonators did you
just
see?
saying where you
Yeah.
live doesn't really tell anything.
Well, no, you know,
Yeah.
depends. I'm north, like North Las Vegas. I'm really familiar with, but
Oh, right.
that's
That's its own separate city, in fact. That's the ghetto. That's the hood.
yeah.
That's where we used to
Actually,
get our weed.
it is. Yeah, or
You just
killed.
drive through North Vegas. You just drive around, and eventually you'll find somebody to sell you some weed.
I'm sure Washington Street is the same as it was back when I was 5 years old.
It's funny because hanging out in North Vegas last time I was there, driving around in my own car by myself, it was a little nerve wracking. It was much different than being with like 5 people partying,
Oh.
looking for the liquor store or whatever. But being alone, it is a little bit, got to watch over your shoulder.
You know, but even the ghettos, Jeff, the ghetto houses have in-ground swimming pools, as you
Oh,
know.
yeah. We had a pool. The neighborhoods in Vegas, you'll have like fancy house, ghetto, projects, mansion. Like all the blocks, they just build wherever they have space. So you have all different types of and levels of stratification all within the same blocks of each other.
Yeah, I mean, it is interesting to see, especially because in-ground pools are like a big deal. You look at a house and you think, oh my God, it's in-ground swimming pool. That's an investment. That's got to be a nice house. No, that's not the case in
No,
Vegas.
in fact, sometimes they're a drain.
Yeah, they are. They can be.
They can make
My
a home harder to
sister
sell.
lives there, and her last house she built, first one she had built that she did not put a pool in. She has a really nice in-ground, like custom, like jacuzzi, spa, whatever you want to call it, but
Uh-huh.
no pool. She said no. That's it. But it's one of those really cool, like hot tubs that it's not one of those store bought. Like you just
A lot of them
they
they
got
would
they have
build
some
like
nice ones,
they
but
were built into the pool. They would add it onto the
yes,
pool.
right. Hmm.
Hey, that's a good point, Mr. B. I never thought of that.
The weed industry is on China. Lights, pumps,
Well, in Maine
phones,
it is.
and timers.
Mr. B, I'm interested in your
I really don't
what
know.
is this fixation on China?
He's voting for Trump. He's all like against China. We have to stop China. They are laughing at us. We're getting a bad deal with China. They don't follow our trade agreements and they're laughing at us. That's the thing I've noticed about Trump's rhetoric is he doesn't just say something bad is happening, but like he points it out by saying they are laughing at us. Like the idea that we're being laughed at is what will finally motivate people to do something
Yeah.
about it.
And he's right. Like he does tap into that that psychology.
Isn't that true?
Because I don't know, it's probably not a secret, but the liberals are laughing at us. They love to make fun of conservatives and how dumb and
They
ignorant and
do.
backwards they are. It's one of the things that made me that gave me such a distaste for them when I started to notice it in 2020.
So do you want to know my theory on how I ended up doing well last night? It's kind of hilarious. It's not
You're still
masterful.
trying to defend your non-win.
In comes Justin. What's
Hello.
up, Justin?
Hi.
Hello, Justin.
Yeah, hello. I was in Shift Happens channel. I remember him.
Oh, Shift was live?
Spike Radio.
Yeah,
Yeah.
what's up, buddy? What'd you
Yeah,
have for
she's
dinner
doing good.
tonight?
Hamburgers and fries.
Cool.
I already put my YouTube channel in the back chat. Yeah, so my channel's up there.
Yeah, I saw your happy birthday video yesterday. Your friend's birthday, huh?
It was for Lucky Bullet 97.
Cool.
She has a YouTube channel. I have 40
All
subscribers.
right, goodbye, Angel.
40 subscribers. Wow. Yeah.
So
So
getting
I was
cold up.
explaining.
Go ahead.
Oh,
Sorry.
sorry.
Yeah, right. You were.
It was good.
Go ahead. Give it your best attempt.
So
Yes,
Justin, I want you to know I won at Monopoly last night, the first annual game of Monopoly here.
Yeah.
He did win.
But it wasn't a real win, so I'm explaining how I think I won. Are you ready?
But
to hear?
I hate to see you get so invested in this as your legitimate win and
Yeah.
that like you want
I
to
say
build
it's
your
legit.
confidence on something legit.
I'm really not though. No, I
And
did.
I say it's
in the back chat.
I say
do
it's
you see
legit. I need to find something to anoint him as a legitimate winner. I need like a rod or a scepter or something. I'll find something. But
Oh, look, I have my satanic staff.
there we go. All right.
But I'm
So-
not it's not going to be used to anoint a
So
illegitimate win. Satan has
Oh.
standards in morality and ethics. He's not going to corrupt himself
So
like
my
that.
channel link is in the back chat. I put it there.
Yeah, we see it. Jeff posted it in the actual YouTube chat as well, Justin.
Yeah, I posted Justin's channel, so check him out.
No,
How
I
long
was
did the game last?
Got 40 subscribers.
4.5 hours at least.
Yeah,
Almost to 50
fucking,
subscribers.
that's
I
Monopoly.
got tired.
Leggy fell asleep. That's how he lost.
I think if people had been more willing to trade, it could have ended like 90 minutes sooner.
Can I
Yeah,
get
or if
the-
we had played Powers Monopoly.
Guess if I could get the 50 subscribers by the end of October. Could I make
Kane, you finally wrapped up, and he's still. Kane streamed for 12 hours today, and he's still
He's
on
still poking it.
YouTube.
Panels aren't an addiction.
It is.
They're
It's
not an
digital
addiction.
drug addiction.
No, they're not.
Shift
not an
Happens?
addiction.
Her channel is pretty good. I've
The
been on
what?
her channel the first time.
Yeah, she has fun.
First time I've been on there. Yeah, Spike Radio remembers me from her channel.
I
They
remember
went
that you
first.
said you like breakfast sausage better than bacon.
Right, they're gonna explode our pagers, and they're gonna make our vacuum cleaners curse us out, like they're already doing. Somebody hacked the Roombas.
Oh, okay. So the Roombas.
Oh God, that's
Yeah,
I
COVID
went
was
out
just a
and-
test.
I'm trying to bring the whole pager thing back. That's what I'm
Mhm.
trying to do.
Oh, like have us use pagers instead of
yeah,
cell
well, I
phones.
bought one from a new company called Hezbollah.
yeah. Spike.
I don't
Spike
know
Radio does do trivia.
if
on
you've
your
heard
channel.
of it, but
Trivia.
Guess they were having a few battery problems there for a little bit, but they're an up and coming company, that's for sure.
Hey, Spike Radio, what is your favorite thing? What is your favorite thing you like to do on your channel, Spike Radio?
All right, hang on. We got a tour again from Lucifer.
For
Vegas.
Oh, let me see how much it's changed. They have like a giant eyeball and everything.
I'm
now.
gonna see if I.
That looks like downtown.
That's that dome. That's that fucking huge dome.
Maybe
Yeah.
there should be an annual convention of the
there was.
outliers in Vegas.
Well, we were gonna do one in New Orleans, but it was Liliana working to set it up, and she ended up being a big troll. So I'm glad I didn't fall for that. Can you imagine if they had lured me to New Orleans?
Oh no, that would be awful.
Why would they do it on my own turf, though?
that's cool.
Trying to
the
see if
whole
there's
city of
anything I
Hawaii.
recognize.
That's
It's been a
Hawaii.
long.
I know this
fucking
looks
time.
more like the downtown area.
It's downtown right now.
It's Hawaii.
Yeah, Jeff, you should do that.
Do they still have what is it, Binion's Horseshoe? No, that Main Street Station. That was
Yeah, it still exists.
where we would always start.
Main
Yes,
Street.
That looks like
So
Hawaii.
you
And then
coming
Fremont.
over? Are you coming over?
When?
What's that?
All right.
When?
Right now?
You're in Reno, dude.
How do you know
Hey,
that?
Shift.
Because I know
I bet
everything.
that- Hello, Shift Happens.
Why is that? Are you a fan of mine?
Another person I don't know.
I have fans, so this might be one.
Yeah, can you do your famous Hawaiian dance, please?
I need you to explain that because I really don't know what that is.
You did it last time. You're dancing all over.
Last time. Wait,
Yeah.
I need a little more than that, considering I've never done
Yes,
that
you
at all.
have.
Yeah, what is this Hawaiian dance? I've never heard of it.
I don't know. I'll let him explain it because he obviously knows a
Oh,
lot
no,
more about it than I
Can you
do.
please? Can you please do it? It's a request
Alright,
from
do
a
what?
fan. From a fan.
Yeah, but I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm looking at his channel. He looks like a troll channel.
Yeah, I'm sure he is. Like I said, I got a lot of fans.
No,
Oh,
my
can you
channel's
do that?
not.
But he has live footage of Vegas, so
I have a really
he really knows how to work me.
So does Joe Amico. Hey,
Yeah.
take us by where
Well, they're related because his
What's his
channel
name?
says something about a Miko on it.
what's his name was shot. Tupac.
I just posted 2 Halloween videos on there.
Excuse me.
There's some videos, Halloween videos up there.
Lucifer is an
know.
acquired taste like Indian food.
We know that he has a phone call and he's obviously using
Yes,
a
Lucifer's not
Verizon.
for everybody.
A Verizon
Shift
phone.
Tap. If you could see me in the comments, say hello.
Yeah, hey Shift, hop on up if you want.
Shifty.
Here you go.
All right, so I have to say it because if I don't say it, I'm just going to keep looping.
No, look, hang on. We're giving
I-
you.
I am a big fan of
We're
her
giving
channel.
you your moment. There you go.
Thank you. So here's what happened. You guys were looking for a fourth player, and I had no energy to do it. But somebody in chat said something, and I'm like, all right, well, I'll be the guy. And even when I hopped up, I'm like, I'm here to help, guys. But as we were playing within the first 4 rolls, I'm already texting my friend. I think I just made a mistake by starting a Monopoly game because I had no energy. So like that first hour, I was absolutely laying back, just like buying whatever I can. I always learned buy everything you can in the first few laps. And I had no ambition on winning. I thought I was going to be the first one out. And I think that's how I accidentally won, was because I just, like
You
you
didn't
guys,
try.
were sort of, yeah, you guys were talking about it earlier today, like analyzing what I was doing. But I was really not doing anything. And I think that's sort of how I won, is I just,
Because it's all dice roll anyway.
yeah, and I got 5 7s in a row, which I thought was really weird. I wanted to go by scratchers after that.
Bones.
So 5 hours or 20 hours later, whenever we were done, I texted my friend back, holy crap, I won by default. But I know
It was the Zen win.
How did you win?
competitive
But wait, how did you win by default?
Well, because
Because the
there
game
was like
broken.
a made-up rule that
Mm.
didn't end up working to Jeff's argument. And Vinny had been out, Leggy fell asleep. So I just it was basically me against Jeff at that point, but I was like a powerhouse versus Jeff because I had like if Leggy was awake, he and Jeff would have been able to sort of work against me a little bit. But
What was
Oh,
what was your favorite Halloween TV commercial growing up? Like,
I don't know if I even remember any Halloween TV commercial. What were they
I can't remember
advertising?
any.
Candy or costumes?
like
I don't
McDonald's
What's
had,
remember
yours?
anything from that.
I'll say the Boo Buckets were popular.
What is it?
Oh, I'm sorry, T-Mobile. Lucifer has T-Mobile. That's a shame.
He's a very popular guy.
Yeah, maybe he
Justin, what was the
drives an
commercial?
Uber. Maybe I have no
I think for
idea.
McDonald's Boo Buckets.
The
Yeah, it's
Boo
on my
Bucket?
channel.
How did I
It's on
miss
my
the
channel,
Boo
the one I
Bucket?
posted.
oh, the Happy Meal Boo Bucket. Yeah, I know.
Oh no, that was way beyond my generation.
It's a big
Then
deal
Mc,
because they have the white bucket, but then sometimes they have the orange one, which is
Oh
not as
no, it went all rainbow now. Look at this. They
What?
got all the colors.
Oh, okay.
No,
oh wow.
I don't
I do
remember that
remember
really.
the orange plastic pumpkins that we used to take trick or treating, but we didn't have the Boo Buckets. Hey, Miss Boo. Speaking of Boo,
Hey, Miss Boo, you
Shift
ever had her up
happens.
here?
There you
She's
go,
really
women's
cool.
rights.
She is awesome.
there's the woman.
She's an awesome person.
Shift is a woman too, I think.
Shift.
Shiv talks like a woman.
Oh, Boo talks like a woman too, from the other side of the pond.
Yeah.
I was
Oh,
Yes,
Boo
she
is British.
does.
Boo is. I didn't know that.
Yes, I am. You
I was
fuck.
I was
Women
just
can come
talking
up
to
tonight. We can have females on panel.
She's
I
No, if
was
they
very
come on the
cool.
panel, that's how we know they're not women. We
Miss
know it's just
Boo
the fake
is
men.
Oh, the
super
minute they
cool.
cross, is that the transition? The minute they cross the.
Yeah, there's just a guy
yeah.
in disguise
This
and
is
it's
a
an effective
male-only
disguise.
space, regardless of your gender.
Mallory's really
Because
cool too. So there's
real
two
women know
cool.
better than to go on panel. That's the
There's
thing. They know better.
there's two cool women right there. There's Miss Boo and Mallory.
I think that the women that come on panel are the cool women because they're
Hmm.
not hampered by all of those that whatever
So
ghost stories
shift
they tell themselves about men.
shift
They can
happens.
come and
Okay,
hang with the
I
guys.
heard Mallory's a dude from Nebraska who rides a dirt bike.
I was just on her panel
No,
last
Mallory,
night.
I
Mallory.
watched Natural Born Killers day before yesterday.
Just kidding.
Check me out.
Mallory's
Just
someone that
I was
grew up kind of around here
yeah
where I live,
stuff.
so she knows a lot about like
Hmm.
Tahoe and everything else.
Oh,
Very
what
cool.
do you think Nevada's going to do in November?
Shit, I don't know.
Because it's one of the states they have leaning Harris, but not as strongly as the others. I know it was very purple when I lived there. It would go either way at any given election.
I think Harris will get it.
Shift happens is awesome.
I have
She
no
is
idea.
awesome.
It's I don't get involved in any of that shit. You know what I mean? As I've told you, I politics no
Uh,
interest whatsoever. Never
She's really
have been.
cool.
Never will.
That's right. Don't vote.
oh, don't rule it out.
Let the
It could
system burn.
interest you at some point.
No,
Before I
I
came on
won't.
the digital panel, I was in her channel.
Like
Yeah,
already know, Jeff. I don't watch the news. I don't
yeah.
none of that shit. So
So you don't know anything going on in the world?
no, not really.
I, well, first time when I got on her channel, she was doing some like trivia, and I
Who
got
was?
everything right. Yeah,
Who?
I got everything right.
Whose
Yeah.
channel?
Shift happens. I first came in
Shift, you do
and
trivia?
She
I think
does
Shift
sign.
left.
Oh.
yeah, so she was like answering like how many bears you see in the tree, stuff like that.
Oh, was it the she did those is she the one that did those games the other day where you look at the pictures
Yep.
Yes.
and you see whatever you notice first and what it tells about you?
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah. She did those type of games on her
Oh,
channel.
where did Mallory? What Spike said something about me? Was it bad? I'm just kidding. I mean, Spike would never say. I like Spike.
Spike.
Did you
I like
say
Spike
something
too. That's
about me?
in fact that's one of
Spike,
the
have you
mottos
met
for this
anyone
channel.
that doesn't like you? There are people that don't like Spike?
Yo, Jeff, that's another T-shirt idea. I like Spike.
Wasn't there one about I like Mike from the 90s?
There was I
Yes,
like Ike for
I li-
Eisenhower.
oh yeah, that. So I like Spike. What if we make one that says I don't like Spike? I'm the one.
Oh, I love Spike Radio on YouTube. He does a lot. He
If
do a lot of
you would
trivia.
sell a lot more I don't like Mike shirts.
We could
Spike
have
Radio.
I like Spike, I don't like Mike.
Hey, Spike Radio. Do you actually do?
Spike, not
triv-
Mike.
In
Do you
fact,
do trivia for
you
them?
could secretly sell those
Spike
under a
is my favorite
pseudonym,
Ike.
and then the Mike haters could buy the Mike I don't like Mike T-shirts, and then they would join panels wearing them just to show the I don't like Mike T-shirt.
Spike
And you just
is
you make a different LLC with a different name, so they don't immediately know it's Gen X Jeff selling the
We do need
T-shirt.
to get some merch
just put in the
going.
back
And then,
chat.
and then
Spike
Mike
is
won't be like, Jeff, why did you sell those shirts?
Oh, thanks, Justin.
I've never actually gone to your channel and listened to the music though, Spike. I gotta do that.
Shame on you.
I know.
I do. He does cool. You make your own mixes?
Yeah, I do know he does that.
I do some of
Spike
my own
Radio.
mixes.
I
I
watched the
sell
Wild
some.
at Heart one the other day. Spike at Heart.
What is your favorite trivia thing you did on the channel, Spike Radio?
The favorite trivia that I did with Shift.
Yeah.
I like the one that you have to choose the last three foods that you can eat forever. I remember I chose pizza, hamburgers, and tacos, I think.
Oh shit,
Mhm.
that's hard to beat.
Mhm.
Yeah, there's like an option of like 9 options, or yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I still follow her still. Of course. She's awesome.
Yeah, you had a good time there.
She's probably like one of the awesome people I have met on YouTube so far.
You should tell her that. She'd love to hear that.
I remember.
Oh my
Spike
God!
being-
I hadn't seen it in decades. I'm going through all the Gen X movies because I'm trying to like see what makes Gen X and what it can offer these millennials. And oh my God, is that ever a Gen X movie? Like all the violence. Gen X was sex and violence. Just we pushed that to whatever limits we could push it, at least artistically. And Natural Born Killers is kind of the peak, I think, of all of that. It's very It's like Satan. It's satanic without the Satanism.
Have you ever heard in 2025 they're gonna be having a new Superman movie though, directed by the guy who did Suicide Squad. James something.
I haven't watched that one.
Capgun hit a
was-
soft spot with me because when people didn't know who I was when I came from the wrong side of the
James
tracks,
Gunn.
Capgun kind of stepped up and there were a few that did, but I remember I was on a panel full of 8 people I didn't know, and Capgun was kind of the first to throw me a high five from across the screen.
James Gunn is
Yeah.
James Gunn is doing this new Superman movie though, coming out like 2025, I think. I believe it's like
A James Gunn Superman movie? That might
I
actually
remember
be
the
worth watching.
original
yeah, James Gunn.
Superman movie at the theater.
James Gunn, he did a lot of stuff like Suicide Squad, Guardians of the Galaxy. He's new for.
These movies I have not watched.
Oh,
Citadel
Spike.
Diana. I've never heard of it.
Spike, do you make music that like people can use like for StreamYard as background?
Some of it is copyright free, yeah. Some of it's just all
Okay.
original.
Okay.
On my radio show, I used to just do mixes like mashups and stuff that I've worked on myself. But what I've been doing the last few months is I just really cater to who's in the audience. So, like, if Mallory's there, I know I'm going to play some Creed.
Hey, Spike
Oh, you
Radio.
know your audience
Alone,
that well.
no
On Halloween Day,
misery.
on Halloween Day, can you actually play some Halloween music to get into the spirit?
My next show, I will do some Halloween themes for
Halloween
sure.
theme music.
Like when Jeff popped in, I made sure to like play some Joy Division or some Smiths or something. You know.
See that?
Oh,
Oh shit! Can't go wrong there.
A one
the
eye,
goth is
one
here.
eye.
Cue up the Joy Division.
Purple Eater, the Purple Eater. That's a good song too.
One-eyed, one-horned, flying purple people eater.
Yeah.
Jeez, I haven't
Monster
Where I
listened.
Mash.
came to land,
I haven't listened to Creed in forever. Good lord.
there was a one eye
When
purple
Mr.
eater.
B's in my chat, I'll usually play like some 17th century classical music. Just kidding.
Remember that song?
A little
I love
batch.
classical. I love classical music. Shit, I
Remember that
love it.
song, One Eye People Eater? That was a good song. There was a one eye purple eater.
Rocky Horror soundtrack. That would be
I
really
came
Don't
out of the
dream it,
sky.
be it.
I saw a character with one big horn and one big eye. Where do you came to land? I want to get a job in a rock and roll band. I think that's how it goes.
He
Yeah.
was a one-eyed, one-horned, flying purple people eater. One-eyed, one-horned. I hope I don't get copyrighted for that. And there's a
no.
song about the witch doctor too.
Which?
Ting tang,
Oh
king
yeah,
kang,
yeah.
walla walla, bing bang.
Of course,
And
you
then there
got to
was
play the
Madalena
monster. You got
Catalina.
to play the
Oops, Donna
monster
Wanna Donna,
mash.
Hocus Pocus Locus was her name.
You got to play the monster mash
I put a
for
spell on
Oh
you.
yeah,
I
the
like
Monster
the song.
Mash.
The Monster
Man,
Man.
you're
That's a
taking
good
me
song.
back to a generation I wasn't even alive in.
Well, no, I wasn't either. But I mean, it's just. I'm sure when you were a kid is when you
What?
first
What?
heard it.
Wait, Spike, what did you get me into? Somehow your 17th century comment fell on me.
17th century, the classical stuff. I guess is what I said. I love that stuff.
I do too. Classical music.
Yeah,
Absolutely. Pachelbel's Canon. Mm.
I
It
was
was.
always I like Bach a lot, but my favorite Chopin.
Don't forget that song called
hands
This Is Halloween.
hands
This
down
is
the
Halloween.
Chopin.
Oh, that's right. When Mallory's in my chat, I play Nickelback. I thought it was Creed.
Hey, Spike Radio, can you play some Nightmare Before
I like one
Christmas?
Nickelback song. I
Like
like one.
This Is Halloween.
Arms wide open.
Or
No,
some
God, no, that's not it. The one,
Oh, is he mostly hit? Oh, I didn't realize. Okay.
Nightmare Before Christmas.
I
oh,
couldn't
you know
tell.
what
He's
would
such
be?
a natural at it.
I just thought of a cool band that I haven't heard in a long time. Live.
I have not watched The
That's
Nightmare Before
funny. That's
Christmas
under the
movie.
radar.
I
A
remember
lot
Live
Yeah,
of people
Skull.
forget about Live.
Live is fucking great.
And
Go
also
to my
Everclear.
go to my
Yeah.
channel where you would type in what movie should I watch tonight? Should I watch Nightmare Before Christmas or Coraline?
I
Two
think
movies that went
Chevelle's good
Scooby.
too. I haven't heard them in a long time. It just popped up for some reason.
Or what about It? Good movie. It.
Agree, Mr. B.
Have anybody in the comments ever seen the 2017 It?
Who
Where
was
they
in
did a
that one? Was
sequel.
that Sarsgaard?
Mm-hmm.
No, I didn't
2017
see any
It.
of the its actually. I don't even know why I'm asking. Mr. B, yes, I use. Okay, let me tell you about symphonies. That is a good model for how the culture up here is structured versus the culture back home, which is more of a jazz aesthetic. And the symphonic, like having everybody do their one particular role, is very like technocratic and bureaucratic and organized. And I think that's what they're going for up here, where I am. And I come from a jazz aesthetic where people like jam and spontaneously riff and play off of each other. It's a totally different type of like emotional thinking or feeling than the symphonic type.
Hey, Jenna Jeff, I like your horns on your head. Those are
Oh,
so cool.
thank you. Justin.
Still
That's a
got to get
symbol of my
the
individuality and
the
belief in
light up
personal freedom.
the ones that light up, and we saw the one that have the headphones and everything all together.
Oh yeah, I
It's
have that
funny because I
saved.
don't even see the antlers anymore, really.
I know they just
But you don't
people
notice them
notice them when
after
they're
a
not
while.
there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start walking out in public, and total strangers are gonna be like, "Where are your antlers? You don't have your antlers
Yeah.
on today?"
You won't be recognized in public until you put them
Right.
on, right?
All I have to do is take the antlers off to be
Yeah,
anonymous.
who are you? Put the antlers on.
Right?
Oh, hey, it's
He
Jeff.
puts them on. It's Gen X Jeff. And they like run across the street.
I know you.
Janice,
Like
Then I'll really need merch. I'll need everybody to have antlers on to hide. It'd be like,
they'll-
"Where's
they'll-
Waldo?"
people
It's
stopping
Gen
you
X
in public to be like, "Where is Mike? You know where he is. Tell me."
Jeff is under attack. Everybody, put your antlers on and go out
It's
in
Gen X
public.
Jeff, where the retro
Confuse them.
comes alive. That would be good.
Gen X is punk rock. We were also '60s music too. Gen X was all the cool music. Just if you hear any kind of cool rock based music, that was Gen X. The electronic stuff too. Any cool music that doesn't sound like old white people made it was Gen X.
Or like any TV
Even the
shows
hip hop.
made. TV shows, like holiday
Even the hip hop.
shows, were actually part of Gen X. What we think about it.
So was that like that '90s like rap renaissance? Was that Gen X?
I don't even know if it was a renaissance. I think that was the beginning of rap.
Well, there was like kind of a
Run
a pilot
DMC
to
was
it in the 80s.
'86, and then it followed from the Beastie Boys and Run DMC. There was like Sugar Hill Gang and Blondie and that type of stuff. Two Life Crew. What's the Egyptian Lover?
Oh,
Like
fuck
like
yeah.
that grassroots type of rap, but it didn't really go mainstream until you could tell when something went mainstream when MTV makes its own spin-off series about it, and Yo MTV Rap started in 1988.
Oh, shit.
Man, I should do a video about Gen X. Like, talk about like different
You
TV shows
should.
that
I
Gen
would,
X.
or you can come on here one day if you want to. You and I want to do a Gen X stream, or I can go on yours. I love to talk about Gen X.
Mhm.
I could do it all day.
I just remember because Miss Boo was talking. She's
Gen X is
talking
talk about
about
like
punk
the
rock, and
movies,
this isn't
TV
really
shows.
punk rock, but it's more like old, sort of ska slash reggae-ish. But it's the Piglets, Johnny Reggae. I forgot all about that song. Was
There's
like a big
there's a lot of
big deal in
YouTubers
the
that you
UK.
do like
It was
Gen X stuff.
it was real big in the UK.
There's a
That
YouTube
kind
channel
of
called
stuff
My
is really cool.
I've never heard of the Piglets.
Yeah,
This
check them
person
out. You'd
has-
like it. It's a good song.
Check out her channel called My So-Called Gen X Life. It's on YouTube. This person has a YouTube channel.
I'll have to
Mallory's
name.
talking about Chevelle. She's probably 10 minutes behind in the stream.
No, she's cool.
My so-called Gen X life.
She's
Yeah,
a good
I'll have to
read.
put that in there.
I might have to check her out. Does she do panels?
Who? Miss Booze? I think she had.
No,
even
this Gen X life chick. Here, I'll drop her
I don't
channel.
know.
There's another Gen X channel.
There are a couple, dude. I found one today. I was not even looking for. It. It just came
17,000
up.
subscribers.
It
You
just
found one
came
today?
up. Yeah, it just came up. It just popped up. I wasn't even looking. It just. I looked at it because it was kind of interesting. The person who created this video was like a montage of 80s TV shows and like how they tackled hard difficult to talk about subjects.
Mr. B, Gen X starts
comparatively
after the
like
death of
90.
Kennedy with the rise of the Beatles. 65 is the technical like birth rate point, but the 60s culture was Gen X. It was made by boomers, but the youth culture that was participating in it were Gen Xers.
See, Miss
So
Blue,
Gen
that's with the ska music, that's what I thought it was. I think it's ska, but it's like when I think ska, immediately I first turn the thing. I immediately think of a band called the Specials.
I think of the Mighty
absolutely-
Mighty Boss Tones.
No,
Gen X
I love the Specials. They were actually way before. This was like 1969, 1970.
Gen X Life is about like every studio made shows.
Wait, Mr. B, I
Hush,
need to
right.
get this argument out with Mr. B so we could put this to rest. Just like the millennials were the digital natives, they were the kids that grew up with the computer in childhood normalized. Gen X was the generation that grew up in the 60s with that music as part of their normal landscape. They were the first generation that grew up with 60s rock as their like a culturation force.
Miss Boo's throwing out more and more bands.
Because
Madness, I was never
if you
really
want to get
big
technical
fan of.
about it, even a lot of the Gen X movies and music, the early stuff was made by boomers, but it was Gen X music. Sonic Youth are boomers, but they are Gen X. That's Gen X rock.
Yeah.
Genetics Life
So you
was
have to look at it culturally. You can't look at it pedantically, like by age and rate. If you want to get the cultural picture, you have to look at it culturally. If you want to
If
get
we're
the
not being
technical
pedantic, why
picture,
are we
you
here?
could, but that doesn't give you the information that most people look to this stuff for. They want the cultural information.
Genetics Life was like country music, Motown music, soul music, all
Miss
these
Boo,
different
here's
genres
another
of
one
music.
too. The English Beat. Fuck, I love them.
Hank
Oh yeah.
Williams actually was a popular guy in the back in the day. Back in the 50s, you had Hank Williams.
Oh, I love Hank Williams.
Hmm.
Hank Williams Sr. I
Yeah,
loved Hank Williams Sr. The first. I didn't like Hank Williams Jr.
Bocephus.
And then in the
Yeah, I like
90s,
that
you had
old
Reba.
country.
In the
Yeah, me
90s, you had
too.
Reba McEntire, and you had the Judds. And back in the 80s, I think.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
remember
the
Linda
Judds.
Ronstadt.
I like that Reba show.
You had Tim McGraw. You had all these different, like Alan Jackson. A
Reba
bunch of
Show.
popular
Are you
singers.
think is that the one that was with Burt Reynolds? Because she had two. It was like Evening Shade, I think was what it was called.
Oh, I remember Ethan Shade. She was on
Yeah,
that one.
yeah, I think so.
Let me
Yeah, it
see.
was Reba McEntire. Yeah, if I remember correctly.
I know that guy from Designing Women was on. Let's see, Burt Reynolds,
Dead Kennedys. Yeah, I actually I'm good friends
Mary
with.
Lou Henner, Hal Holbrook. That's who I'm thinking of. Oh, maybe it was Mary Lou Henner. You're thinking
There's a
of
band that
Ann
started
Wedgeworth,
here, Miss Boo, that was
Elizabeth
punk rock.
Ashley.
It's by Kevin Seconds. His band was named 7 Seconds, and I knew Kevin really well.
I see
Reba
And
nothing I
McEntire.
said
the
took
guitar
was
player I
all
grew
lost to
up
Mr.
with
B.
since elementary school. We're still good friends today.
I actually looked up her where Reba McEntire was born was in 1955 in some sort of Georgia.
Yeah, Reba McEntire. Yeah, that's
Georgia.
yeah.
Mallory, you're watching multiple streams at the same time.
Yeah, I knew Kevin.
Wow.
Tiffany Green. I dated Tiffany for a short, brief period of time in life.
Who's um
Wait, the Tiffany?
Hmm.
No,
No, her name
Mr.
was
B, you don't
Tiffany
understand. It
Green.
was Gen X music made by boomer musicians. That's the point. It wasn't boomer music. The boomers were not listening to it. The Gen Xers were. Why would you call something boomer music that the boomers weren't even listening to? Who is
Shit,
this
dude.
Tiffany girl?
Well, Mallory, you probably know Bobby Adams. That's the guy that I grew up with. He's a guitar player
Yeah, I
for
don't
them.
know who Tiffany is.
No, this you
Hmm.
would know her. It's just something local. Mallory would know maybe because she used to live here and she knew Kevin and Allison. I knew them. Yeah. What a group. I mean, what a like not just the band, but I mean just a group of people.
Mr. B, I'm fine. Don't tell me to chill out.
Yeah, really.
What's your problem? Like, why are you telling me to chill out? What's the problem? If you don't like something about me, just don't watch or leave. What are you after? What are you hassling me about? Don't do that.
That's yeah. One thing, if you go into a person's channel, be respectful. Yeah.
He usually is.
Choose to hang out with that crowd, Mallory.
He's
I'm
being he's I don't he's
probably
policing
probably know
emotion
it.
now, which is uncharacteristic of him.
Like anytime if I meet people on YouTube, I'll say, "Oh yeah, I'll be respectful." Of
Tell
I've
course.
got a I've
Connie
got a
to
question for you, Jeff.
What's up?
This is going to be a tough one, probably. It was for the longest time for me because I couldn't answer it, but then I finally did. Took me a long time to really think about it. Favorite band?
Oh,
Mr.
I can
Beast,
answer. I could. Depending on what you mean by favorite band, I always answer with Sonic Youth because that's the one that like
Okay,
followed
Mr.
me through most of my life. Was
that's a
there at
good
every
Mr.
one.
point.
That's
Mr.
cool.
Beast says you are raising your
Mr.
voice.
B, so fucking what? If you think I'm getting this is your opinion. You don't get to police my emotions. If you think I'm getting emotional, just go watch something else. What is the point of raising it as an issue? Nothing's going to happen. I'm not going to be less emotional just because it doesn't you don't like it. So I don't understand what you're after by saying this. I don't care. So what if I'm raising my voice? People raise their voice on here all the time. And people get emotional here all the time. This is a space. Okay, I guess this is what I'm reacting to. I thought you knew that this was a space because it's neurodivergent, or and it has different cultures in here that are not like mainstream white culture. I thought you knew that this was a space where it is okay for people to raise their voice, be expressive, be passionate, have emotion. I've done numerous streams about this. I thought you being a regular, you understood that one of the norms here was emotional intensity, raised voices, all of that, interrupting. These are neurodivergent social norms, not neurotypical social norms, and not white middle class Anglo-Saxon social norms. They're also Cajun social norms. There's satanic social norms. That's going to involve passionate expression and emotional intensity. So I'm reacting that you're making it an issue of something that I thought you understood was a norm here, being such a regular. I'm reacting to the confusion that's coming from why you're making these comments at all. All right, go ahead, guys.
I wonder what's wrong with Mr. B.
I don't know.
Oh
That's
my.
what I'm trying to figure out. He has an issue with me having an emotion.
You know, I honestly forgot all about Sonic. I didn't forget about Sonic Youth, but a song finally came to mind, and it was "A Bull in the Heather."
Oh, right. That's when they went. I would
Yeah,
say that wasn't them at their best. Although that one song was probably one of
yeah,
the
that
better ones
song
from
really.
that
Well, the
time
video
period.
was really cool. I liked the video, if I
There's his
remember it
question
correctly.
again.
What is yours, Capgun?
It took me the longest fucking time, Jeff. I swear. I was like, I can't name one. I can't do it. But I finally did. It's Depeche Mode.
Oh, when did you
What's
come in on them?
I was
You know what's his problem is
just
basically
just before People Are People like hit like the
So, like,
I
was
actually
that
had the
some
first
great reward?
album. Well, no. That was oh shit. And I should know this too because I know just about
I think People
everything
and
they've
People were
ever
like
made.
84 ish.
It was, yeah, and it prior to that, it was actually it was the first Depeche Mode album.
Speak and Spell. That was the one
Memory.
with Vince
Speak
Clark.
and Spell. I think yeah, that was their first album, and I think Construction Time again. That's where I came in.
I heard
That
Mr.
was
B says
that
chill
was
out.
that was the second.
Mr.
That
B
was the
says chill
second
out.
album. Was Construction Time. That was where I came in. So I guess I was. Jeez, yeah, I was
Oh, I
little. I
think
was
they did
little
one before that between Speak
between
and
those
Spell
two.
and Construction Time.
I heard Mr. B says chill out.
Um,
That's
I'm
what
gonna
the
have to look it
question.
up, but you might be right because I'm not. They made a
Because
lot of albums.
there was like this transition out where they were finding their style after Vince left.
Yeah, and you know what they
Broken
did? I
Frame.
mean, they did really. Yes, a broken frame. Fuck. Thank you. Yes, you're right. I. It's so funny that Vince Clark
Well,
is just
Mr. B, when you tell me to
very
calm down,
funny.
that sounds like you having an issue. Like most people that don't have an issue with people having, but don't tell them to reduce or restrict the emotion. So that's why I assumed you had an issue because you were telling me to do something with the emotion to make it less because you had these opinions about it.
Weird.
I think Mr. B is very passionate about music and has his angle on it.
Was it your comment about the 17th century? Am I being, is that passive
May-
aggressive
Maybe I
directed
ruffled
at
the
me because
feathers.
somehow your comment I became responsible
That's
for?
what started it all.
He is a subtle troll.
He's very knowledgeable when it comes to facts about music. So I mean, even on my show, he'll express his opinions. He's teaching me, and that's what I was saying earlier. Like the crowd teaches me what to DJ.
Well,
I don't.
well, telling me to calm down is not an opinion. It's a command. It's a direction. It's him taking authority over me and telling me what to fucking do. Which don't do that to me. And I wouldn't recommend to do it to any Satanist, but definitely don't do it to me. I don't know who he thinks he is, trying to pull rank on me on my own show, telling me what to do. Calm down is an imperative. It even ends in an exclamation point. Jake, we're not doing this kind of stream tonight, so go somewhere else.
Wonder what's up with people though. Yeah.
Yeah, that album did have a lot of great songs, Mallory. I liked a lot of the B sides with
What do
Depeche
you
Mode.
think their best album is?
Oh
Is it
fuck.
Black
Both are true.
Celebration?
Oh, that's a fucking. That was a good fucking.
Mr.
That was
B,
a good
stop
point.
gaslighting. You certainly did tell me to calm down. My God. Let me find the comment. You chill out. Sorry, that's what you told me. Chill out. Same thing. Did you not mean,
Chill out.
was this not a command? Was everything I said about calm down, does it not also apply to chill out? Remember, I've been at this a long time. I've had to deal with this my whole life with people doing this to me. So I know it. I'm pretty sure I know it when it happens. And then to gaslight about like I'm reacting to something that didn't actually happen. Okay, well, all I saw was chill out in all caps with an exclamation point. I didn't see like the movie that it was from or what was going on to your head or how you intended it. So all I can react to is what I saw on my screen. And I tried to understand why it was happening and to explain to you why I was having the reaction. So I hope that works it all out. Howdy, dingo.
I'm looking. You know what? Black Celebration is hard to beat, man. That's really fucking tough.
That's kind of when they got put on the map. But then the one that came out after that,
Well,
fuck.
Music for the Masses was the one after that.
Yeah, that
And
one
that was
and the
really
one
fucking
that's
good too.
black with the purple on the cover.
Yeah, that was their biggest one, Violator. That was their
Yeah,
biggest
that
one.
one. Like Black Celebration, music for the masses, and that was when they really started to become.
Yeah, that was like
Because
their
they
lat.
they took off about the same time as the Cure. The Cure had all those albums before, but it was more
Yeah,
underground. And then about the
yes,
same time, their big album hit, and then they started to be. So the Cure and Depeche Mode were like the two big goth bands.
yeah.
Thank you for letting me come up.
Oh yeah, you too, Justin. Thanks for
Okay.
sharing Gen-esque stuff.
101 was basically like the greatest. I don't want to say greatest hits, but it was like it was an album of, like of their tour that they did, and that it exploded. It was really good.
Yeah, I do too, Miss Boo. It took me a while to appreciate the Cure, just because not because of their music. There were a lot of people I didn't like that were into them, so it made me not like the music. But when I actually started listening to the music on my own, I'm like, yeah, it's pretty good. I just don't want to be associated with these people. The
No,
Cure, actually, I think they're one of the best bands of the '80s.
yeah, I love
The
the
more I go
Cure.
back and listen, and they have a new album coming out next month.
And it's funny because that's all it's like fucking only a few like some of my friends knew who they were. Like basically nobody else. They hadn't it was like later. I think I told you the stories. Like I would ask other friends and stuff. Hey, you guys have heard of the Cure, right? And they're like, no, no, I never heard of them. I'm like, fuck. Okay, well, I'll have to play that. So, and then like later on, they would like come up to me and say, "Hey, have you heard of the Cure?" I'm like, yeah, you assholes. I was telling you this like several years ago.
And they had so many different styles too.
Yeah.
They were very versatile.
The first song I ever heard by New Order was The Perfect Kiss. That was the very first song I ever heard, and that hooked me.
Oh, is that from Low Life?
I believe so.
Wow, Miss Boo win.
Hello. Hi.
Hey, Busker.
Hey, Spike. Hey, Jeff. Hey, I can't read. Oh, I'm sorry.
Cap
Don't
gun.
worry. Name withheld by
My
Google.
vision is fucked, so I can read, but my vision's fucked. So,
What's
Oh.
up,
how
Buster?
you guys doing?
All
Oh,
right.
just hanging out. We were talking about music actually.
Yeah, I
Jeff
heard
and I
you.
always aim that way, and then when Spike's here, it just makes it all more
Yeah,
better.
dude. He's the what do you DJ, man? He's the
Yep.
DJ. Dude, it was so cool that you played my song on your show, brother. I appreciate that.
Yeah, it worked really well. People
It was
loved it.
from 2011, and all I did like well. I can't say it's all qual. It's I can't brag about anything that I've done, but I did make 40 some recordings that I have. But I can dox myself in the private chat. I can give you the link if you guys want. Jeff, I've been wanting to give you my link to all the shit that I've recorded.
Oh yeah, I would love it.
Yeah, and you'll know my name, but you're not gonna fuck with me like a lot
I'm
of.
not. I can't speak to these other two.
No, well,
I feel like you could trust them, but I.
well,
No,
I
I'm
think
not gonna do anything.
yeah, I believe they what's his hold on, this fucking sorry, I'm having frustration with this touchpad that's not working. I feel like you, man. I feel like I'm gonna blow up. Oh
Yeah,
shit.
I get. I know that feeling.
Dude, I mean,
Jeff, were you into the John Hughes movies in the 80s?
Dude, I was watching 16 Candles 2 days ago. I grew up with that. I was a Breakfast Club kid. I
Oh
was in
fuck!
high school. John Hughes is my high school years. That was the years I was in high school.
He just couldn't make a bad movie. They were all fucking really good. He died like way before his time.
okay.
Yeah, because that's when you see Gen X in high school, and then like 86, 87, you see them grow up, and that's when the movies start to get dark. You get like
Yeah,
Less Than Zero, River's Edge,
Yeah,
yeah. I
Heather's, like that new crop of high school kids, where it's not the John Hughes innocence anymore. Like John
no.
Hughes was like trying to give us this real wholesome vision
yeah.
of life, hoping we would mature into those kind of adults, but we took a turn somewhere. We
He,
Gen
That's
X
he
didn't hold that vision for very long.
and it's like all of his movies were set in Chicago.
Yeah, in
It's like
fact, he
every single
called.
one.
I think it was either 16 Candles or Breakfast Club his love letter to Chicago.
oh man.
Oh really?
Yeah, it was
No.
Chicago was very very much an influence on his
Oh, I
movies.
know that. Yeah, shit, he did.
Anyway,
Well, Ferris
guys,
Bueller's Day Off was there.
I in the
Oh
private
right, yeah, that one
in the
too.
private chat I put my Reverb Nation. I gotta
These are
watch.
all songs that you wrote.
No, there's a lot of covers, but there's like
Oh, Under the
maybe
Milky Way. Wow,
yeah,
I love
I
that one.
did that one. I did it with traditional instruments too.
Wait a
not
second.
it's
The
not
church or
yeah
the
yeah I
church?
did
Oh, I fucking
yeah I
love
did
that song.
dude, like I did it with so many traditional instruments that like you would not even believe it. It's just, it sounds like Donald Trump doesn't. Oh my god.
No,
Oh
I
no, I
love.
don't even. Oh god, that's like bad. I don't know why. Where did that come from? You wouldn't even believe it. Why did I do that? When that's Trump. Oh my god, dude. I'm sorry. I don't like Trump at all. But I don't like Baphomet Baphomet. Baphomet. That's what I meant to say. Not the Baphomet, but Baphomet. She's a. Sorry.
Yeah, shit, I forgot. Yeah, that song. I haven't listened to that in forever. I probably will. I'll probably listen to that
Well,
like
dude,
later.
check it out, man. I play it. I started out with the Irish Bouzouki but they used a bouzouki in that song. It's a Greek bouzouki they used. The church did.
Hmm.
The bouzouki is basically a Greek instrument, but the Irish made it their own instrument in their own way. It's a basically in the mandolin family, but it's very long scale. I loved it. Yeah.
I don't know why, but for some reason, when I think of that song, then I want to listen to Echo and the Bunnymen.
Yeah, dude, I covered one of their songs too, man. It's on the list in the private chat. Sorry, the link on the tons of
Yeah,
songs. But there's a
I've
lot of
already.
music you probably wouldn't like. It's traditional music, but it's in my own way of doing it. But I kind of really do. I mean, what do you think, Jeff? Do you think I've got it down with the Cajun accordion? Because I mean, like that's only like a few songs on out of the 40 some.
Yeah, I think you could go busk in Louisiana.
Well, I mean, not busking. I'm just saying, just is my playing any good? I mean, you're a Cajun. I got. I'm just saying, like, yeah, you're a Cajun.
You know what? I think it is, but I've only really heard it when you try to play it through StreamYard, which is
Oh
you don't
man.
get the full effect. But I'll listen to some of these playlists, and then I'll
Well,
get a real sense.
that's just like audio, but like the Be More Busker channel, man, like it's connected. It's not two words. It's all connected when you look me up or anybody who's listening. If you
Here, let
like
me drop his
Cajun
channel.
music, but also I do other musics, and I have done, but mostly, and I've taught my nephew how to play the Cajun accordion. That was a challenge, but I did, and then he kind of ditched
Take
me.
care, Spike.
He has his own shit going on. Not that he doesn't like playing it after I taught him. It's just he's growing. He's a 27-year-old man now,
Well, I'd
and
be interested in hearing that version of uh, Under the Milky Way.
oh yeah,
That's
man, dude, like I think
see you, Spike.
Take care, Spike. Good to see you.
guitar. I did guitar, bouzouki. God, I don't know. I didn't add banjo to that one. That was only a couple songs. I just fucked around with the banjo. I didn't know how to play it, but I tried in a couple songs. I did the in banjo only in one song. Who wrote it's a old country song by fuck uh, shit, man. Can you name some old country famous country
Hank
guys?
Williams,
Yes, from Hank Williams. Yes,
We were just talking about
the
him.
old country guy.
yeah, yeah. Back in the like, I wouldn't have called him that. Like when my mind was like fresh, but yeah, I covered Angel of Death, and I put piano, accordion, banjo. I didn't know how to play it, but I just fucked with it, and it worked. Guitar, and it's just like I'm one man band shit, but it's just my own thing. I don't have anybody directing me. I did it all myself, and I feel proud about that. But at the same time, a lot of it was all about girls, man. The girlfriends or girls that I liked or girls that didn't like me, and that's just my 20 something teenhood, not so much 30 somethings. I wrote a song. It's kind of a dance song, but it has an Irish bouzouki in it. It's like a boom boom boom. It's so fucking. Only reason I did that because this girl on the other side of the wall. That's what I call this song. It's the other side of the wall, and she lived there.
Mallory, go listen to this guy's version and tell me if it's any good. And then
Yeah,
I'll
in
I'll
fact, I
message
plan
you.
to do that when I get off of here. That's the first thing I'm doing. Yeah, Starfish is such a great album.
But the thing is, I recorded it all myself with a Zoom. It's called a Zoom recorder. It's not Zoom. The what do you call it? The
Wait, what? Hang on. We got breaking news.
What,
rest in
and
peace,
Jemima?
Are you talking about like how the brand? I thought you meant the actual lady that played her.
She had to have
Oh,
been. She's long
Okay, I
since
was.
deceased, I
Whew.
imagine. Right?
Aunt Jemima died a long time ago, and she became a maple syrup, didn't she?
Yeah, she turned it. She turned into one.
Well, wasn't she the maple syrup bottle?
Yeah,
I
she
don't think they
was.
protested Mrs. Butterworth hard enough. She should have been taken off too. Why did the white lady get to stay on the
Miss,
shelf?
yeah, Mrs. Butter.
That's the racism they're fighting against.
Oh
Yeah,
no! Oh,
we'll have to keep that in
that's
mind,
that,
then,
that's
Mallory.
called
I'll
that's
check that
that's called
out.
a fucking battle with yourself. If you got
Yeah,
problems with
it
Aunt
really is.
Jemima,
They were fighting their own inner Aunt Jemima.
yeah, I mean, like, come on now, Aunt Jemima. I remember that as a kid, and that actually made me like black women. I mean, like, I was a little white boy.
So
I was
she actually all the progress she
sugary
made for
stuff on
racism,
my
and they want to take her
pancakes.
away.
Yeah.
This sugary
White people were
stuff.
actually starting to like black women.
I wanted to see. I wanted to. I was waiting for them to come out with Ms. Butterworth. She's like. She just has like the bottle shaped like a, like a woman in a like a nice pantsuit, and she's got a like a briefcase in her hand. Just
Well,
Yeah.
now we need one
that's
where
what the
you're
whole
not sure
bottle
what her
is.
gender
We
is.
need the
The
DEI, Mr.
ambiguous
Butter,
Butterworth.
Mr. Butterworth,
Yeah,
Gender ambiguous.
DEI,
ambiguous Butterworth.
Mrs. Butterworth,
Mix Butterworth.
whatever she is, it is, or whatever.
Mixed Butterworth.
Mr. Butter.
Well,
No, but
Mr.
like,
and Mr. and
Maybe that's
Mrs.
why they left
Butterworth.
her in. They have plans for her later. She's their Trojan horse.
Like a
oh
huge
shit,
bottle,
oh
Mr. and
shit.
Mrs. Butterworth. Two big fat women,
Well,
a fat guy
That's
and a
where you
fat
get them in
woman.
childhood, where they're going to be actually
Yeah,
using all that sugar.
well, like, how about the? I mean, come on now, we're leaving out the trans Butterworth.
I don't think you don't know what you're
Mister.
getting on that one.
Well, the bottle.
Yeah, all they have to redo. All they have to do is change the name to Mister Butterworth and keep the same
It's,
bottle.
it's a mystery bottle. You don't know what you're
Mystery Bottleworth. Mystery Bottleworth. Bottle worth of mystery. Oh shit. A bottle worth of mystery. I mean, like, there's no maple syrup in it. There's all kinds of artificial
Oh, right.
flavoring.
Yeah, he
What
can't have
about
any
like
cream
a
of wheat either. They took
Oh yeah.
Rastus away
It's
and
gotta
Uncle
be
Ben.
vegan and all kinds of stuff.
what about
Uncle Ben, oh,
botched
man.
trans surgery? Mrs.
Butterworth.
Mrs. Butterworth.
I
There's a little
never
part of the label you peel back.
I felt very, very sad. When I looked at the box of Uncle Ben's, I'm like looking at it as a kid, thinking, "Why is your rice so fucking bad and the flavoring so bad?"
You didn't like Uncle Ben?
No, man.
I
Oh,
Like,
liked Uncle Ben.
oh man,
you
when
like
I
that
was
white rice.
maybe my
I
mom
used to. Well, I
didn't cook
loved white
right,
rice.
but I had homemade. My dad called it stuff. After a movie, a science fiction horror movie that like really loved called Stuff. I don't know if you know it. It's
What's
an
it called?
Stuff. Stuff. It's kind of
No.
a stupid movie, but as a kid, I really liked it. It's a science fiction horror movie, and my dad was making rice and all kinds of veggies and spices, and he called it Stuff.
The Stuff,
Yeah, the stuff. That's it. That's the
1985.
but he called it stuff. Like everybody, I was like, Dad, can you make some stuff tonight, man? And like he knew what it was just because everybody had a laugh about that movie.
Uh,
And
yeah,
but
Mr. B. They had a whole committee. Probably somebody made six figures from reviewing. They did a whole. They put together a committee and did an investigation, and then they put out like a report, and they concluded that she's not racist and that she could stay.
yeah, she's just
But
a
I wonder what the committee was made up. Did they have actual black people on the committee? Did they have voices of lived
right?
experience? Did they have
Probably
diversity on
not.
the committee? Or was it a
Probably
bunch of
not.
white guys in a room?
Yep. Or other persuasions, but probably not black
So
people.
if they did a committee today, I wonder if she would pass.
Well, yeah, he should. She should. I mean, she's just a bottle, for Christ's sake,
She's more.
and an
Nothing's just a
idea.
bottle.
A bottle and an
She's
I.
a bottle. It's a brown bottle.
The
It's full of brown liquid.
well, that's why it's brown. I think, unless they put a label on it.
Maybe
Well,
they
the
could put her,
bottle, I
use
mean,
her for corn syrup, but I don't think
it's
they should
kind of
use her for maple
iconic, you
syrup.
know. If you think
I,
about it,
I
it's
thought it was maple syrup.
It is. It is
Yeah, yeah,
maple syrup.
not
I think
well.
that's
Well, it does have corn syrup, and that's bad.
we
Fucking
were log cabin people. I remember
log
that. It was
cabin.
always
Yeah,
a
they had
Oh
log cabin.
yeah, that was the good syrup because the log
Yeah.
cabin was my favorite because it had the butter flavor. Mrs. Butterworth was Butterworth, but the
And
log cabin did a better job with the butter flavor. I always thought.
Yeah, I liked log cabin. It was good stuff. That stuff is like you really want to just drink the whole thing, just drink the bottle. I bet I never
Ugh.
did.
oh god, you sound like L.A. Beast. I don't know if you know who that is.
Have a good
Right.
day.
If anybody
Yeah,
needs
Have a
cancer,
good
an
day.
old Confederate colonel, and he's still around, and Jemima's not. My God, how could the racism be more blatant?
they didn't cancel Colonel Sanders
Why
because
is
he's
Colonel
white.
Sanders still walking around?
No, he's long
Uh,
dead.
And
But
Aunt
like,
Jemima has to go
I feel
hide in the
bad for
cupboard.
Colonel Sanders' legacy. I feel
Oh,
bad
they
for
they
Colonel
locked her
Sanders.
up.
I
The
just
chicken.
cried.
In the
They
name of anti-racism, they lock up Aunt Jemima and they let Colonel Sanders prance around still.
Whatever fucking happened to? Because I mean, it was an iconic commercial. Remember the parquet?
Butter.
Butter.
Parquet.
Yeah,
Butter.
and it's like, but whatever
Oh,
happened to
Parquet.
parquet?
Butter.
Parquet had to fucking move along
Dude,
too.
that
I
That's
used
what
think.
to
the
annoy
panel
the
verse
fuck
reminds
out of
me
me,
of.
man. Parquet
Yeah.
butter. Oh god.
Circular trolling.
If I have to say butter one more time, somebody's getting hurt.
You remember that? Dude, you just unlocked the memory I forgot.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Gen X here. We're all Gen X, aren't we? I think so.
Right.
Well,
The nursing home's not going to know what to do with us. We're going to have our own
yeah, dude.
homes. But we better get started on that now. Because I do
Yeah.
not want them sticking me in with the mainstream new generation homes.
Yeah, I don't want to be around a bunch of really old
No,
people.
we're not going to
like I'm
make it.
talking 70, 80, maybe
At
late.
least give us a Gen X wing and our
Yeah,
own day room.
yeah, man. And with fucking
We need
people
a
like
mosh pit.
and like with the horns. I mean, like at least one person with the horns, because then I can remember you.
Yeah, we
When
need
they won't give me the
antlers.
internet, they will not give me the internet, because if they find out, how fucking blatant I am on my opinions about stuff, they won't give me the internet. Kind of like elementary school, middle school, but that wasn't me, because middle school there was no internet. High school, that was my internet, because I was homeschooled through high school. And my mom did a goddamn good job. She let me squeak by on math, and I'm glad, because my thing was English and music, and it wasn't reading music, it was just making music,
Does math help you with music? Like, is that a way to
No, no, no.
understand
My
math?
my mom let me squeak by with math when I was being home taught. She just like basically said, "Well, he can do math," but she knew I couldn't. I mean, I could, but I just didn't want to. That was not my thing. My thing was English and math. Yet the public schools don't realize this. They don't realize, they don't fucking no one size fits all. No way. Maybe for
Well,
some.
that's what special ed is for. Because if the
Well,
one
I
size
was
doesn't fit you, then they have special,
special ed.
additional like
Well,
things
I
they can
was
do
in
with you.
special ed through middle school and late elementary school, because I was diagnosed ADHD and all that bullshit. But fucking when I was in there, they didn't teach me anymore. I mean, they it was a lighter version of what was taught in regular school, and I look at regular school, and I'm in regular school. Well, no, I wasn't. Sorry, this was like back middle school days. But I saw what they were being taught, my friends, and I'm just like, I'm being taught the same thing, except they're treating me like a retard.
The special ed teachers are?
Yeah, well, a couple of them. Yeah. Well, they didn't they couldn't because I mean full out could not do that because they're the teachers, right? But they make you feel small. I've been there. Especially my math teacher. I threw her drill timer in a pile of shit that was sitting in the toilet. I I was a bad kid, dude. Did I disturb you, Jeff?
Oh, was that David? What's his face?
I know who you're talking about.
I
Yeah, the
hated him.
Suzu
I
guy.
learned to appreciate him as an actor later, but I
He
really
sold the
hated him.
shit out of some of Suzu, I'm
What was
sure.
his face? David Leisure
Uh,
or
What a
Leisure
fucking
or
last
whatever.
name that he made for himself. I'm sure it's not a.
I've heard that name before. What movie that was that from? Is Suzu? That was from The
Yeah.
Exorcist. Exorcist. The
It was
No,
Suzu.
the Azusa. You'll here. I'll show you
He
his
was
picture.
Joe
You'll recognize him
Suzu.
when you see him. Man, he's old.
Yeah, he's got to be older than shit now.
Wow, he looks like he's like George Burns, ancient.
George Burns, ancient. Man, I thought he was ancient to begin with. I thought he was born ancient.
Yeah,
George
well, you
Burns.
see him, it's like, have you? I never
He was
saw him
He's
when he
born
was
older
in,
than
young.
God.
No,
looking
because
at.
some
Oh
people
wait, he
never
is
actually
God.
look young, you know?
Is he the one that?
This is the Azuzu guy. Remember him?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's the one that looked like a
there he
chimpanzee,
is
right?
now, huh?
Yeah.
Looks like the captain of a ship now. That one picture.
Yeah, he's probably not anymore. I
I
The
mean,
old
think that
captain
my
of the
favorites
Exxon
was "Where's the
Valdez.
Beef" and the Jim Varney commercial. Was it Vern?
Oh,
Know what
yeah,
I mean,
they
Vern?
made movies, just fucking all those movies, jeez, that he did. I only watched a couple, and I mean, it was a good shtick. It started off as he was just doing commercials, like
He
locally for
used to
some,
have a Saturday morning show too, which was really good. He'd do all these different characters.
yeah.
Miss 800, you don't look like a grandmother.
It was
Miss
it for
Boo.
me when they finally came out with
It's Miss
fucking.
Boo, Miss
Miss Boo.
800.
I'm sorry. Like I said, everything looks weird.
Yeah, Miss Boo. They once like usually in junior high, certainly by the time you get to high school, they try to mainstream them in as many classes as they can, and then the classes that they still need to go to the special ed room for, they'll do it for like one or two classes.
In a lot of
Our high school didn't even have like a real special ed department.
a lot of the times it was people like me who spurged out. Man, I'm a spurg king as a kid, but I as in my 40s, I've learned lessons. Like this one time, Jeff. Like I was on the stream, and I told you to chill out or simmer down.
Well, Mr.
And
B got a taste of it
I
today.
know, I
So
know. And when I heard you talking about it, I felt like, oh my God, I really did fuck up, man. Yeah, I'm sorry I told you to simmer down, dude. Simmer down.
you didn't fuck up or you didn't do anything bad or wrong. You just didn't know. But one thing to know about me in particular, you don't have to apply it to anybody else, but if you want to damage a relationship with me or damage trust or
Yeah,
keep me from forming a deeper connection with you, then tell me to calm down or chill out or presume to have some kind of authority to over my emotions where you get to direct or tell me what to do emotionally. It
no,
to me it's pulling rank. It's
exactly.
taking it from this we're equals, we're chilling out to you taking some kind of authority over me and
I
that's
just,
guaranteed to provoke a reaction in me.
in all honesty, man, I just like you were flipping out, and I understood that because I do that too. But
Wait,
all
this
of a
is mi-
sudden, all of a
wait, this
sudden,
is
all of a sudden, the song "Simmer Down" entered my head. And
this is Mr. B.
No, this Busker the other day on
Okay.
panel told me to.
Oh,
Well, it wasn't
okay.
the
All
other
I
right.
day,
was
Never
getting
man.
mind.
worked up about something. And he told me to calm down or chill out or
Oh,
something.
okay.
I kicked him off the panel.
That
All
was
right. No,
week.
because I just saw the B more, and I was like,
And
okay,
then
then
Mr. B did it
yeah.
tonight,
So
but he
no,
didn't
never
know
mind.
better, probably.
Yeah.
This was weeks ago, Jeff.
No, that's cool. I get it.
It
I
was
mean, you
all
can do it. I can't stop someone from doing it. I'm just saying, if your goal is to maintain a
no.
friendship with
I
me,
don't. I
it's
no.
going to work against that goal. So if
Exactly. But like, I'm just trying to tell you, it was weeks ago. I haven't fucked like that ever again because I knew you were upset about it. You know, like
I mean, I hear it so many times. It's usually over
yeah, I have
in the
the
moment.
same thing. I do spurg out like when somebody says something that I know
Yeah,
is
you do. You've done it on these streams before, and I've never
yes,
told
I
you.
have.
I might like if you're talking about a topic that I think is going to be toss. Like I manage my risk as far as the topic goes. So sometimes you talk about things that I need to protect my channel from. But the actual intensity of the emotion that you're feeling, I don't ever say anything about.
Yeah, I know. You're in your 60s, man.
I mean, people's emotions don't bother me. I don't understand this chill, calm down, chill out mentality. We don't have it in my culture. So when people do it, I have no idea what they're expecting from it.
Yeah, that's what I appreciate about you, Jeff. Like you understand the Cajun culture, and
Yeah,
I've known.
Cajuns don't have a chill out. Don't tell a Cajun to chill out. They're
Yeah,
not going to know what you're
I
talking
know.
about.
I that response from you was just like others from Louisiana, and also the town that you lived in. Um, what was? Oh my God, Eunice. Inside Eunice, I knew people from Eunice. They don't take shit. You know, you cannot like. That's just the way culture is. You know, that's the way it is.
Yeah. Yeah, it just caught me by surprise when because even in Vegas they weren't like that. So like I've lived in other places in America and nobody acted like so. It's not until I came up here that I encountered that, and then people on the internet do it too. So it's I know there's some kind of cultural factor to it.
Yeah. Oh, man.
There you go. That's what spurging is. Whoever asked. Don't get fooled by cap gun. Are you trying to start drama? We have drama court for that.
No, it's just must be another one of my adoring fans, Jeff.
Not Lost. That's the only one I have right now, and it has sentimental value. It was painted by a friend of mine's mom. But I do plan to upgrade at some point. The posters or velvet blacklight posters or something. I was going to do a murder board trying to map out the panelverse, and that became futile very quickly. So Miss Boo, you're it. I've seen it get so much like they have gay straight alliances now in high schools. The teachers are all pro gay. So I can't imagine a gay kid is having the same experience in high school that I did, like 40 something years later. But also with the autism, that could like he could be experiencing it in his own way, even if it's not actually what's happening in the culture. Capgood is not Vinny. They've been on panel together. They're
Yeah,
two very different personalities.
right. He likes to do movie lines. I do too. That's what we have in common.
I find the chat like I don't know, they act like they watch these panels all day long and analyze them to death, but I find the chat's ability to develop a narrative about anybody on the panel is very
Yeah,
poor. They don't
because
ever get anything
Yeah.
right.
you
Well,
know why?
it's because I come from the drama community. That's why.
No,
So
it's not.
they're
It's
gonna
not.
follow. They're gonna follow over. You know, some
Dude,
just follow over
the
here.
chat,
So
the chat, the
and then
chat.
they come up. Then they use a sock account. So I don't know who
Yeah,
they are
well,
because
yeah,
they're
they're
all
pussies,
yeah.
man. They're pussies,
They're all
dude.
cowards. Yeah, it doesn't
Phineas
matter.
Ford,
So
he's
I
right
just
about
ignore
that.
them.
He's at least four different people.
I just ignore them. Those accounts anymore. It's
Yeah.
I don't. They can say whatever the hell they want. If it's
Okay,
fun for them, that's
Alexander,
all
I'm
that
going to
matters.
put you in timeout, and hopefully you get the message that this is you have to pay for drama courts. Quit trying to get it for free. If you have an issue with Vinny, pay the $100, and you and him come and work it out. My channel chat is not for that purpose. So quit
That,
hijacking it.
that is good capitalism, Jeff. I mean, come on. That, like, people want to fucking spurg.
Yeah. I created this channel for things that I want to do with it, not for other people to come and use it for their purposes.
That's right. That's right.
Miss
It's
Boo, is this in the United States? Because it seems like it would be so much more like easier for him to find support now. Like when I was in high school, I was the only. They had an older kid that was known to be gay, but we overlapped. Like I wasn't in high school at the same time he was, but I knew him. I knew his name. So there was like this legendary prior gay that had been through the high school. But nobody talked about it. I didn't talk to other people. I went to school and did my thing and left people alone. They left me alone, and it was just not. People just left it alone. So it was
were,
very much silence and isolation.
were you attracted to the dude?
Some of them. I took PE with the football players.
There you
That
go.
probably didn't help.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I went to a redneck high school in rural. It was Trump country, so
Yeah, man.
they had a lot of it's
Well,
very
like,
masculine
it's
That would have
um,
to be tough to
I
grow
don't
up
know.
in like that
I
in
don't
that
know.
area.
sports people, people that worked with animals and farmers and very active outdoorsy type people.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
But how is that Trump country? That's Cajun country. That's
Well,
nothing to do
they
with Trump.
support. It's very much Trump.
Yeah, that there's a lot of to support that guy.
Oh, so wait, the latest conspiracy is and hang on, I thought I timed you out. How did you get back in here? Alexander, if you don't stop, I'm not gonna have a choice but to ban you because the timeout is not working. Take care, Mr. B.
But
Um,
I'll come up with another sock account.
the
That's what they,
conspiracy is that y'all are using voice changers. Like
yeah, that's just
Vinny is four different people, and he
my,
uses a voice changer. So like three other people that we think are different people is actually all Vinny. So you could be Vinny. Busker
right.
could be Vinny under a voice changer. That's the new conspiracy. Who is Vinny? Who
who's
is the
Vinny? Huh.
on any given panel? Which one is Vinny? He's like the mole.
Yeah, man. Fucking.
See what they come up with.
If he's gonna do like
I think that's Vinny. He has
things,
NYPD in his
change his
name.
voice and shit, man, that's rat. That's stupid.
Well, Eric Lawless does use a voice changer to make himself talk like a black guy.
As
He's some fat, ugly white kid from somewhere.
is it like a comedy bit or something?
If you think hate and violence is comedy, a lot of people here do. I don't.
No, no, I'm not talking about that. I'm just saying the guy who makes his voice change.
Well, that's the guy. That's the guy that's doing all this hate stuff.
Yeah, that's what I'm
And
asking.
he comes on panel. He talking like a black guy.
Man, what a dumb fuck.
Right. These people. Yes, these people are all dumb fucks. I look at their life and I wonder how does somebody end up with this as their life. Even me, even being a panel addict, and maybe I'm setting myself up for some dramatic irony. Even as a panel addict myself, I look at these people and think, how did this become their life?
Yep, exactly. Like we're just
Because I
not.
don't ever see it becoming mine.
Yeah, me neither, man. Like getting used to the panel shit is it's weird, but it's kind of uh and invigorating because I don't talk to people. I have MS and I'm in my house all the time. So you
Oh,
guys are
gee.
like a breath of fresh air just to be able to talk to you.
No,
I'm sorry to say, but that's what you all are too.
you know,
I don't.
it
I
took
don't.
people
Doesn't seem
that
like
are
a bad thing
No,
necessarily.
no, it's not a bad thing because you have the same kind of feeling I have. Like when you can't find anybody to talk to, you manage to do it, Jeff.
I'm
So
surrounded by wokester. Like there's everybody around me is woke. So if I go out of my house and try to talk to people, it's just going to be frustration after frustration.
I understand that. The DEI bullshit.
Yeah.
Woke, woke, woke. God damn, I hate that. But
Yeah.
I'm so
It's
proud that I know a friend, a gay friend with horns on his head, who fucking talks against it. I mean, that's all I can say.
You know,
Alexander, we could. I wanted to play Powers Monopoly tonight. We can do it tomorrow if you want. Show up tomorrow, and if we get like 5 or 6 players, and we need somebody with an actual board game that doesn't mind not playing and just being the banker and moving everybody around.
oh, and then like
Hopefully,
having it on
somebody with a
camera or
vertical
something.
camera.
Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, that's what you're saying.
I did that last night. That's something Vinny would say. And Vinny was the top hat. And Vinny would say meow meow. And Vinny would ask who won Monopoly. And Vinny would say something like Vinny's all of us. He's everyone and no one. Meow
Well, I don't
meow.
know why he doesn't come up. I like Vinny. I don't.
Vinny, come up.
Fuck.
Right, Miss Boo. I think my premise is, and this is what this whole project is intended to test, is that YouTube can be a positive force in somebody's life. It can be a positive solution to the mental health crisis. It could be a positive aid to community building. So I'm trying to show that YouTube can be used constructively. And I believe that it can, or I wouldn't be doing this.
No, that's very noble, my friend, because there ain't no there's so many fucking channels that have these Spurg fests.
Yeah,
You know,
including
but
this one. But we do other things too, and that's the difference. I think that makes the difference.
yeah, I like your channel because you don't kick me off right away. Like, oh no, he has bad sound on his laptop, but you're not like that.
No, you have to work really hard at that. And we have our new like $5 rule, where even if you get kicked off, you can buy one do over for $5.
That's right, and come back within
A
24 hours.
replay, yeah. Oh, that night, like that moment. I don't know if you could. It doesn't pay to use it on another stream because I would let you back anyway. So it's really for that night. Because once the stream ends, everything resets.
Because you have a heart, man.
Unless you end up on the very, very short list of permaban trolls. And there's only like 4 or 5 people on that list.
I think I know of one of them.
And they had to, I'm kidding, when I tell you they had to work really hard to get on it. Really, really hard.
Like the Canadian.
Yeah. Well, he threatened my channel.
He's a piece of shit.
And he went after people's families on here, their kids, which was a line for me.
Man, every time I see one of it, I just watch his thing just to.
And then when I said he couldn't do that and kicked him off, he said he will bury my channel. And I said, okay, you're done. You'll never be on here again.
Yeah,
So stuff like that.
Yeah.
If you want an easy way to get on the short list, that's a good easy way.
Is that
Threaten
somebody
to
that goes
destroy
over-
my channel.
Is that someone that goes over to? And I've only like watched him for just brief periods a couple of times. That Jack Talcott guy.
No.
No.
This
I'm
is
saying is he
profile.
no. I'm saying is he over there because
Oh, yeah,
they're
I've
all over
noticed-
there. There's
I've
nobody
noticed-
that's not over there.
yeah,
one I'm
there's like a
talking about-
connection.
Yes, that is
Yeah,
the nexus. That's
between-
the other nex. That's like the troll nexus, and this is the
It goes
drama
from Gen X
sanctuary
Jeff
nexus.
to Jack Talcott. So I
But,
guess.
like,
Like the Talcott
never-
to Gen X Jeff pipeline.
I've never talked to him. I've never gone up on his panel or anything. I just
Oh, the
watched
dude,
a little bit and
dude
leave.
I was talking about fucking hates Talcott real much, and I hate the guy who hates Talcott. Isn't that funny, man? Because I don't like Talcott. What it is, what it is. He, you know.
I like to. I have great conversations with Jack. I've never had an issue
I
with
don't.
it.
But like the guy that we both know, the motherfucker. You know who I'm talking about.
There are many motherfuckers in that sector because he lets them all. Like they all go there because that's the one panel they could go on over and over and over, and get to stay. Because if he kicks them off, they come right back on.
Right.
No, man, when he kicked me off, I was just like, well, fuck you, motherfucker. I wish I could, like, well, I
Yeah, if
just,
somebody kicks me off the panel, I'm gone. I'm not going to sit backstage and beg to come back on a panel I just got kicked off from. I got my pride and dignity.
yeah. Yeah, dude, if you drop me in the basement, I'm gone, too.
Me too.
That's the only way to go. I mean, like, then, like, figure it out
If you
later
if
on.
you tie me out in a chat room, I'm probably gone.
Yeah, dude.
He's not li-
There
he's
is
not
no
live
shortage of
now.
panels. I don't need your one panel, whoever you are.
He's not live now. He was like a few hours ago, I guess. I'm just looking at this channel.
Who, Talcott?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll drop his link. He's live every day, usually about, I don't know, sometime in the afternoon. It varies. There you go.
Who's Alexander? Alexander.
Well, I don't have that kind of investment in this to do all that. I'm not that OCD. It's so much easier for me to just close the door and move on. Just back up and walk
Yeah,
away.
I mean,
I'm
Vinny, if
very
that's
good
you,
at that. I
he
have no
told you.
problem doing that.
Vinny, if that's you, Jeff told you to come up.
Yeah,
Maybe
well,
it's drunk Vinny and he doesn't want to make a fool of himself live on panel.
I don't know. Vinny and I get along great. I don't know why he's kind of throwing like fire and
Maybe this
BB
is
guns
troll
at me.
Vinny.
I don't know.
you mean the
Maybe it's
Alexander?
not him. Yeah, maybe it's not him.
I don't know. My pattern recognition is going off really strong.
NYPD. Well, he's from New York, I guess. I mean, he has pride in the New York Police Department.
Yeah, he's definitely from New York. He's a good guy. He's funny.
He's been this guy's been a regular for a while. He comes in now and then under this name.
So who is this again? I think I know who it is, but I don't think I know. I mean, I gotta.
Oh, well, Miss Boo, we could change that if you want. just so you could
Miss 800's back.
for the bragging rights. You could say I got timed out on Gen X Jeff, and then you could like see what they do with that.
Well, tell her to come up, man. I'd love to hear another voice.
Yeah, Boo, you can come up.
Now I'm seeing what's going on in my drama community that I come from.
You come from just one.
Well, no, there's basically two, but the one I started with years ago. That's the one I'm looking at now and seeing.
Did you start it as a drama community, or did it?
No, I didn't start
evolve
it.
into that?
I didn't start it at all. It was already there. I just happened to fall into it.
Oh, not laws. I forgot. Oh shit! I should not have done that. When you get put in timeout, it deletes all your comments too. So all of your chat just got erased.
It's not personal. It's just the way it is, right?
Yeah, and if I timed out Boo, then it would erase her comments too, and I don't want to lose that valuable commentary. She had some good stuff to say. Sorry about that, not lies. I didn't remember that until I already banned you. I was trying to cater to your wish.
Where did LA Spike go? Why did he go drop off, man?
He went to cook dinner.
Yeah, he said he was gonna get something to eat.
Yeah.
I
got up on his channel, man. He's a good guy.
Me too. It's 10. Jeez. Yeah, I need to get something to eat too.
I'm gonna go listen to that church cover.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Well, like, all the stuff I ever recorded is right there, man. And I doxed my name, but I don't really give a shit.
Well, you don't have anything to worry about from me.
No, I don't. No, that's why I gave it to you. You guys, I don't care about it if anybody, but I'm not gonna go spreading my fucking first and last name. But I mean, just because.
Well, there's plenty of other people that will do it for you.
Yeah, exactly. And you know what? I don't give a fuck. But like but also that's why I trust you guys. I don't care. I mean, if somebody leaks my name, really don't give a fuck because I am who I am. You know.
I just dox myself because it's just takes all the fun out of it for them, and
I know, dude.
I don't give a shit if somebody
I don't
knows
know.
who
I've
I
never
live.
tried
And
to
it
hide. Like my name's
doesn't
out
scare
there.
me.
It's
Right?
not that hard to find.
It's like whatever.
Me too. Like
I
especially with
just
the
give them
fact,
my address and everything. I said, fuck it,
well,
come
like
over,
the fact
see what
fact that
happens.
I'm the only person that plays Cajun accordion in Baltimore. You can find out who I am.
Oh right.
I mean, like that's what it is, man. Because there's no others. I've looked for them just to be able to maybe even learn something or teach them something. There's nothing, dude. So I guess I'm a commodity for nothing. Yeah.
You're an outlier.
I'm an outlier in Baltimore for Cajun music and all kinds of music. There's a lot of music I can't play anymore because of physical disabilities.
That sucks.
Yeah, dude. But I know the thing that makes me happy is that I recorded all those fucking instruments that I worked so hard to learn within my brain without any sheet music, and that made me happy at the time, and it makes me happy now to know that that made me happy at the time.
Yeah, that you did it. That's
That's
cool.
right. That's right, man.
Nothing wrong with that. Well, Jeff, I'm gonna get out of here, man, because it is time for me to eat, definitely. So I'm gonna.
Cap, as always, been a
Yeah,
pleasure.
yeah, as always, Jeff. Definitely, and I'll talk to you soon. Be more. I'm gonna go check that church song out.
Yeah,
Definitely.
dude. There's a whole library of music that was recorded, but that was over years and a lot of pissy heartbreak shit.
No, no, that's all right. That's cool. I'm looking forward to it. See you,
Cheers, my
Mister.
friend. I appreciate that.
Sure.
And as far as the Reverb Nation goes, I don't know how to log into it anymore. That was so many years ago that I put all that stuff up. So I can't respond if you try to respond or talk to me on there.
No,
I
no,
don't
it's
know how.
okay.
Yeah.
Well, you take it easy. See you, Spike.
And cheers, brother.
Oh,
Well,
looks like Flo is live, and so is Mel Pandora. If y'all are looking for panels, TML's live. Oh, lots of panels tonight. Yeah, those are three of them.
is Spike still in the back? I want to give him the link to all my music, dude. All the stuff that I recorded.
He's not, but maybe he could pop up and grab it.
Yeah, I want to give it to him because he's been generous to me. I mean, like that. There was only a couple of my own songs that I put on my Be More Busker channel, and as far as the other stuff, it's Cajun or Irish, but mostly Cajun.
Okay. Yeah, Spike. If there he is, just go ahead and throw it.
Yeah, brother. We got two. All right, here we go. Link.
Here, I can just. Is it the same one?
Yeah, that Reverb Nation, but I can post it too.
There it is, Spike.
And that's my doxed name. Oh my god! But if anybody really cared, they could find it because it's on my YouTube. I've spoken about.
Well, don't don't make it easy for him.
Well, I don't give a shit, man. It's there. If they want to fuck with me for my name and I know who your
They
name.
will. They do. They will. It's not that they want to. It's that it's an opportunity to.
I'm not scared of them because I mean, like, I'm more scared of my disease that's gonna kill me. So I'm not scared of that.
Yeah, I guess that does rob them of a lot of their power.
Yeah, definitely, brother. Um, but like, yeah, man, you guys. I mean, a lot of the music might sound like pansy heartbreak shit, but a lot of it's not. It just is my feelings, and that's all spilled out. Whether
Hmm.
it's a cover or whether I wrote it, it's just all my feelings spilled out for everybody. And
What time period are these from? When did you record them?
well, it's all mixed up. All of it's mixed up.
There's
It
even a
could
missing persons cover.
well
Oh,
that
no,
was
it's a song named Missing
that
Persons.
was yeah. I just named it that. I didn't even know that was a
Me and
song.
Bobby McGee.
Yeah, I did that. Well, that was with this chick that came over and hooked up with me, and she wanted to record a song, and we did. That was her singing it, but she kind of like. I mean, we were both drinking, so she did a pretty good job considering she was drunk. Oh shit.
Well, I think I'm gonna go listen to that church song right now.
Yeah, and you know what? Also, it's all free to download. There's no charge for any of it. I've had it that way since day one, and that was back in 2000 and whenever the fuck Reverb Nation came out. So you can download it all of it.
Hmm.
It's all yours, brother.
Well, thank you for sharing.
Yes, my friend. I didn't know how to get it to you. Well, I mean, I figure I trusted the three that we or four, whatever, and you know, I put it in the back there, but and like I think maybe you're the only person that saw it, but like I'm glad because I wanted it for you. I was like, how am I gonna get his email? Oh shit. And how are you gonna deliver your email to me and you not dox yourself with your email? So I figure, fuck it. I just want to share this stuff with you. I've worked so hard on this for. I mean, like once I learn a song and record it, I give it up. Unless it's Cajun, and I'll just keep playing it.
Oh,
Yeah, Cajun is easy to fucking. Well, it's not easy at all, but the
uh oh. he he bumped himself. I guess maybe connection. I was wrapping up anyway. I'm gonna go listen to some of the songs and then who knows? I might be in Discord watching. I'm watching that movie series. I mean that YouTube series on '60s music, like the. It's kind of a look at Generation X itself, but through the examination of like the rock history from the '60s. And so I've been watching episodes of that. I might go do that. Bye, Miss Boo. Take care. Oh, cool, Spike. Cool. Like I said, there's several streams going on right now. So if you're looking for another panel, there's plenty out there. And I'll be out. I'll probably be here tomorrow. I'm thinking about taking the day off. Sunday's kind of my busy day anyway. So we'll see. If you don't see me tomorrow, don't worry about it. I'll be back in a day or so. But I'll probably be here tomorrow, knowing me. All right. Take care, everybody. Good hanging out. I still want to do some more games and another round of Monopoly, but Powers Monopoly. And so maybe we could do that tomorrow too. All right. Take care, everybody. Good hanging out. And look forward to doing it again. Take care.